big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. Rise up, it's no time to lay low. Turn dreams into cream, get your pesos. Turn those pesos into bankroll, and in no time get the cheese like queso. I used to be the first guy to procrastinate. I used to waste mad time in my mind state. Was like, I ain't got time for the grind, but you never be great without work, let it marinate. I'm waking up and thank God for a good day. I never worry what naysayers gon' say. I take my ideas, put them in the high gear. By the end of 5 years, now I'm getting dumb paid. I keep my mind on point, mental kung fu. Won't let nobody tell me what I can't do. I lace my shoes, I'm on the move, I paid my dues. I'm a winner, so I can't lose. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, cash out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. Yo, I'm trying to be a mogul. Have my own brand with my own logo. Make a grand entrance, escorted by Popo. You can call me CEO. Yo, I got dreams so big they obese. I'm trying to make cash money while I'm sleeping. Why it can't happen? No reason. All I gotta do is put the work in, beast it. I'm going all out, baby, till we ball out. When you see me racking up wins, give me more clout. Time short, so I gotta get mine. I'ma grind to the finish line, homie, let's shine. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen.
I am the best at this, nah, you ain't gonna mess with this. Ever heard of what a veteran is? I work harder than most to be what the real is. Never stop training, cause I'm the best at this. I am the best at this, nah, you ain't gonna mess with this. Ever heard of what a veteran is? I work harder than most to be what the real is. Never stop training, cause I'm the best at this. The first is the last, and the last the first. I be the first one that aim squeezed, then I'ma burst. So what's your work? Does your network? Listen closely to my next words. Also, you wanna be the best word. It's time for you to use your head first. Popeye, you better learn to get the leg work. Yeah, that's right, let's take them to the serpent. It's time to put the work in, you deserve it, don't deserve it. With human never been perfect. I'm striving for perfection. See, that's the hidden lesson. Your feet should leave the surface. High five to heaven, till your vision inverted. Free fall to feeling. Had to go to get it. Glass blown to ceiling. Hammered the bracelet. Heaven knows you're living. So you can never leave until you know the limit. Ask me if there is one. I tell you if you ever find a work pole, they go. I am the best at this. Nah, you ain't gonna mess with this. Ever heard of what a veteran is? I work harder than most to be what the real is. Never stop training, cause I'm the best at this. I am the best at this. Nah, you ain't gonna mess with this. Ever heard of what a veteran is? I work harder than most to be what the real is. Never stop training, cause I'm the best at this. Yes, this is the Supreme King Kareem. Right over your head, double take, homie, you're dead. Swishing, don't let them catch you slipping. Pick up the cane, pimping, that's a permanent limp. You got to stay a villain, come here, man with them. See, they don't like that, funny how you stay appealing as you hit them right back. The love and hate on the plate, choose whichever one you feeling. You know the taste and which one of them killing. Just turn it all around, flip it upside down. Your mind's a weapon of infinite creation, jot it down. Don't ever mind the seconds, time was the govern sound. The riddle is the light, spoken into the now. So now you see the answer, the hardest part is how. You plan to do it all, something you should figure out. Cause if this whole world is a trip, then you better take off right now. Break the shit down. I am the best at this, nah, you ain't gonna mess with this. Ever heard of what a veteran is? I work harder than most to be what the real is. Never stop training, cause I'm the best at this. I am the best at this, nah, you ain't gonna mess with this. Ever heard of what the veteran is? I work harder than most to be what the real is. Never stop training, cause I'm the best at this. I am the best at this. Nah, you ain't gonna mess with this. Ever heard of what the veteran is? I work harder than most to be what the real is. Never stop training, cause I'm the best at this.
Glance over my shoulder, I see him and her walking together. She don't even notice I'm there. But now he's got his eyes on every other pretty girl that walks on by. Don't even seem that she cares. Now why can't she see that I'm the one that really loves her? And why can't she see the man that's inside? So why can't she see that no one else can love her like I do? Love her like I do. Why can't she see? Come on. It's already October. I still see them walking together. My heart slow rips another tear. But that snake's got his eyes on every other pretty girl that struts on by. It don't even seem that it's fair. Now why can't she see that I'm the one that really loves her? And why can't she see the man that's inside? So why can't
Feel like that new cool here. It's like that new school here. Wave off that swim team, talk big things. It's new rules here. Yeah. Nice on nice on nice, yeah. I couldn't take it, missed a chance, I missed a flight, yeah. Got too damn wasted, pick a poison, pick a vice, yeah. I probably tasted, made mistakes, I made them twice, yeah. Nothing was sacred, I was just raging against the machine. Never been cool with the setters in the system. Instead of playing victim, I should've just switched them. Like how was my life on the line, any different? But if this time we could see what's missing, change the position, at least burn flames with a mission. Couldn't see clear, had a bad prescription. No slap when your back's up against the wall. Nice on nice, ayy. I couldn't take it, missed a chance, I missed a flight, ayy. Got too damn wasted, pick a poison, pick a vice, ayy. I probably tasted, made mistakes, I made them twice, ayy. Nothing was sacred, I was raging. Told my old girl I got new girl, she ain't basic. Pay for the Uber to come scoop her, I'm not tasteless. Might throw some money, cause Ben Franklin making faces. Poker faces, a disgrace, they know I'm aces. I want a girl so hot the internet can't take it. That girl might break it, yeah, she might break it. I want a girl so bad I go blind when she naked. She just might make it, and I just. And all I wanna do is pick my head up, trying to grow some wings to get my feet off the ground. All I wanna do is pick my head up, trying to grow some wings to get my feet off the ground. I was just raging against the machine. Never been cool with the settings in the system. Instead of playing victim, I should've just switched them. Like how was my life on the line any different? But if this time we could see what's missing, change the position, at least burn flames with a mission. Couldn't see clear, had a bad prescription. No slap when your back's up against the wall.
mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. Rise up, it's no time to lay low. Turn dreams into cream, get your pesos. Turn those pesos into bankroll, and in no time get the cheese like queso. I used to be the first guy to procrastinate.
Good evening, soldiers, and welcome to the Ways of War Call of Duty Mobile Tournament, of course brought to you and presented by Garena and ESL. Tonight is another night where we find the best squads of soldiers out there and crown them the champions. My name is Husky and I'll be your commentator for the entire evening. We have witnessed Ways of Wars across these few weeks, and last week was also a banger. If you were here, you definitely remember that we had Crackheads as our grand champions, but fear not, we won't have the winning team from last week coming back to defend their throne, and in fact we will have new squads rising up to the occasion and proving that they are also worthy of the battlefield. So tonight it's going to be a fresh evening of action, and it's going to be a very exciting one as well. We will be running through the same format but with different teams. I can't wait to see what other playstyles and what other dynamics these teams will bring to us. And speaking about them, let's meet our contenders for the evening. And these guys have gone through, they've gone through a lot to get to this stage, to be the top 4 best teams for tonight. And we have from Singapore, we have Gaijin. From Malaysia with Cartel, Infinity, and Cloud Fearless. So it is a batch of fresh and aspiring army troopers that we will be witnessing. Let's see if these guys will be able to put on the same amount of contention as we have witnessed so far. And of course, because we have 4 new squads, which means that they will have a shot at trying to take away the crown and of course the grand prize. But before that, let's take a look at the schedule for Ways of War. Starting off with the semi-finals. The first one, we have Cartel taking on the Gaijin, and afterwards we will have Infinity taking on the Cloud Fearless. The third and fourth placing match will be played off stream, but the grand finals will be played on stream, so at least we get to see who the champions are. But if you want to know the result for the third and fourth placing, we can always check it out on the ESL webpage. Let's take a look at the prize pool that awaits the winners, or at least awaits our contenders. The champions walks away with 5,000 CP, the runner-up gets 4,000, third placing gives you 3,000, and even if you make it last, fourth place, you still get 2,000 CP in total. So everyone, well, walks home kind of a winner tonight. But let's take a look at the formatting for the matches and what these guys have to endure, the trials and tribulation. We start off at hard point for takeoff, and of course search and destroy on summit, domination at firing range, and if we get the game 4, it will be hard point at crossfire, and finally if we get a game 5, it will be search and destroy at Hackney Yard. All of these games will be played, all of this series will be played in the best of 5. Of course, first to 3 will take the cake. Last week, the most we got was 1 match on crossfire, which means that everything else actually ended with a 3-0. So maybe today will be a bit different. Let's see if we can at least make it to game 5 and pay a visit to Hackney Yard for that final search and destroy. But with that being said, that sets the stage for the match tonight. Again, we've gone through the teams, we've talked about the formatting, and let's do a quick recap of what to expect. Of course, we're looking at Hardpoint as the opener for the best of 5, and it always comes down to how the team wants to navigate all those points. And I think the biggest distinction between Hardpoint and Domination is that hard point you only get one singular objective at once, whereas domination, all of them are laid out on the table, and it's all about maintaining the spots. I think the biggest challenge between juggling these two modes is that if you play on hard point, you always have to know how to hold a site, knowing how to capture objective with numbers. It's going to bring a lot of benefits, and of course, because of how the mechanics work, sometimes you have to travel further, sometimes it is closer to home, and it really comes down to how you and your squad make that rotation. Search and destroy is pretty straightforward. Get the bomb, plant the bomb, kill the enemy team. But when it comes down to domination, we will have to look at the strategic part, right? 3 points on the map. How are you going to control 2 out of 3 points? And that's the question that all of these teams will answer today. Last week, when we witnessed our contenders take on the challenges, most of it is just how they were able to just get those frags in. But here we go, game 1 against Cartel and Gaijin, and straight off the bat, we're looking at Cartel able to straight on make it to site, but Gaijin just takes over that hard point instantly. It feels like no effort at all, and now it comes down to how Gaijin can hold that point, and so far they are doing pretty well. Only 14 points on 13 points in the bank before they drop it, and Cartel having the same idea. And it's all about overwhelming your opponents with those numbers, overwhelming your opponents with those firepower, and take control, as we are going to see a fairly early contest, but Gaijin just takes back instantly, and Cartel, they're trying to strike back, but thankfully for Gaijin, they are able to at least hold on it, and this buys them a lot of time. You can see that they are slowly extending the lead. Cartel trying to regroup, they stick their foot to get a contest on, and that is great. So at least they put in a couple of points, but actually it gets neutralized instead. The Gaijin getting a very short lead as Flash not able to get the spray in, as Concept himself will find 2 in return. As Cartel continues to try and put up a fight against Gaijin, but they are able to at least take the second hard point. Concept is gonna wait for his buddies, and this is probably the best way to play. You need to always have those numbers. You can see the Gaijin is doing the same, and Concept with the flank. Unfortunately, he does not see Flash behind him, and he's gonna have his life taken away, and Gaijin, just like that, will be able to get some controls in. But you can see Flash playing that flank wash, and this is pretty smart for Gaijin, because now they are able to lock down the point and prevent the rest of Cartel from getting onto site. Cartel can stick their foot to go for a contest, but Glowy is able to at least slow that approach from Cartel, and you see wiping out 3 members of Cartel. Now it's going to give Gaijin even better lead and giving them the advantage on that hard point. It does become neutral, but it's understandable. Sometimes you just want to kind of abandon the point and get ready for the next take. So now Gaijin having that 52 point ready. It's just an insane spray down from the side of Gaijin as they continue to lay in the kills. Myth himself puts a couple on the board, able to get the contest in. Cartel taking it back, but quickly loses control, and this is kind of a back and forth as Cartel tries to recuperate, but Bit will slow it down, making it a bit more complicated for Gaijin to get onto the side. So Cartel finally getting some footing onto the hard point. Now it's about sticking the landing. Gaijin trying to take it back to get some contest in, but Cartel playing on this third hard point, seemingly figured out how to stop Gaijin with the Bison, which is, yes, at this point, one of the most popular weaponry that you can have. Bison is all about getting that overwhelming fire rate to overpower your opponent, as Myth is not able to stick those shots, as we get a reset back onto the first hard point. Gaijin is still leading, but not as substantial. I think a Concept, a great flank from behind. It's only able to get one though, so you kind of need more than that. And at least for Cartel, they are able to continue to get control of the site. Gaijin does get in for some contest, and unfortunately they are not able to take over too much. Cartel continues to try and exert control, and they've tied up the score. And you have to give them credit for able to keep Gaijin from getting onto the side. Myth just not able to get in. It's all about aimbot AF from Cartel. Finally getting a bit of a spray down here. Every time Gaijin steps foot onto the hard point, Cartel just shuts them out. Maybe this is the threat. I know Gaijin takes a bit of control and starts to generate some points, and Cartel probably is be okay giving away the last few seconds. Gaijin just able to catch up a bit. 80 to 78. It's a 2-point difference. So it means that Gaijin now, they just need a bit more, but Cartel will be the first one onto that hard point to make it back into the open. A nade from Myth. Not able to get a connection, but this is the first hard point of the game, and this is the hard point that we see Gaijin has a lot more control of, and they've instantly regained that control. Maybe playing in this open field is Gaijin's strength, and Cartel better in those close combat. So Cartel, to say that, will take control of the site once more, and Gaijin will now have to get to reassert some dominance. The airstrike does drop in favor of Gaijin. That's going to flush out the members of Cartel and give Gaijin the access onto that hard point. That will allow Gaijin to be the first team to hit the 100 triple-digit mark. Cartel desperately approaching to contest, and they'll be able to do so. But look at where Glow is. It's already ready to take over this hard point once it gets unlocked. He'll be there first. Now he needs to stay there, but unfortunately he just gets instantly sprayed down by aimbot. And it's just Cartel knowing what to expect and being on their toes, giving them now the lead on this side. It's not enough to win in one fell swoop, but it is enough to put Cartel in a substantial lead if Gaijin don't stop it. So Myth really getting spotted out, but not able to just win. You have to win these fights, and Shafiq and Bid, they both single-handedly keeping Gaijin out of that hard point. Maybe the respawn's gonna come in from the window. Maybe this is gonna give him the accident. Yes, gets the hard point kill and finally takes the site from Gaijin. But Cartel, in the blink of an eye, assumes control once more, and they have successfully gotten the command of the hard point once more. It's not enough to end the game for Cartel, but it's enough to give them the advantage. Cartel are happy to abandon at least the last few seconds of the hard point and get ready for the final take. Just one last push. 139 to 113. They are just gonna overwhelm it with sheer force and numbers. And Cartel just ticking down the clock. And I think Gaijin, they probably don't have time, but they're gonna go for one final attempt. They stick their foot in, they get the contest, they neutralize the point, but just for a split second, as Cartel will continue to run the clock out and hit that 150. We'll have the first game going over to Cartel. A very quick and swift execution. And Gaijin felt like they had things figured out. The opening sequence was pretty decent for Gaijin. They were taking control of the first two hard points. They were getting a decent lead, but it was Cartel who were able to figure it out. From the third hard point onwards, Gaijin could not really set foot onto the objective. They were able to neutralize it. Just for a little bit. They were able to take over the lead and be the first team to hit 100 points, but that's pretty much it. So all props to Cartel. I think Cartel figured out the method to keep Gaijin out, and honestly I don't think Gaijin did badly, but Cartel just showed us that they have a bit more firepower. They are more accurate with their shots, and Gaijin just desperately funneling in, trying to get those one-for-one trades, but it just did not work out. So unfortunately for Gaijin, they are not gonna be able to take game one. That one goes with the Cartel, putting themselves to the 1-0 in terms of their scoreboard lead. But perhaps the next match, the next round, will be different, because now we are going into search and destroy. You don't get to respawn. It's not about taking the point. It's all about getting that bomb to go off or eliminating the enemy team. So maybe for this one, Gaijin will find it easier to equalize the score. At least we hope they do, or else they will put Cartel in a 2-0 lead, and it's gonna be a bit more difficult for Gaijin to work with. But so with that being said, I'm excited to see what these two teams have to show for Summit. Because last week when we watched the teams compete on Summit, it feels like, you know, A and B are the more common sites that these players pivot to. So I want to see if it's going to be the same for tonight, or maybe these two teams have other plans, have other ideas of which site to go. And maybe this is how we kind of get the answer onto, are there any other ways to crack onto Summit? Maybe this is it. We've seen some very fast gameplays where teams just push in and get those opening kills with a sniper rifle, or they just play slow and play that mid area, just play the warehouse or the factory. And we'll see, maybe it will be the same for tonight. Hopefully so. And if so, I want to see how the teams control that mid section of the map, because it feels like when you want to take control of that mid section, there's a lot of areas that you need to pay attention to. And it's an area where the enemies can easily pick you off because there's so much open space. And one of the common downfalls of a lot of teams when they try and play around the mid section is that they leave themselves exposed for too long. So maybe that is some adjustments that these two teams can make, that these two teams can bring to the table and show us how it's like. I don't expect, you know, too much of a deviation from what we have seen before, but I do expect some more aggressive maneuvers from either of the teams onto Summit, because both bomb sites are at the corner of the map, which means that when you get control of the bomb site, there's very less angles that you need to watch, and it is also easier to defend and harder to retake. And so based on that information, maybe a team getting onto bomb site early can help them to a certain extent have an edge over the round, and maybe that is going to give either teams just that much needed edge to stick the landing. But based on what we have seen so far from these two teams, it's safe to say that Cartel probably wouldn't be too worried, being the aggressors. They probably would have lesser concern trying to go in for those opening kills. And judging by how they have held down the hard point in our game 1 in takeoff, it is safe to say that I think Cartel would feel comfortable getting site control. Whereas for Gaijin, they are losing out in those gunfight departments, so that is something that can spell out to be a bit of a concern when they both go up against each other on search and destroy. Because if you get taken out, that's it, you are sitting out for the rest of the round, which is something that Gaijin needs to be more careful. But a way to deal with that is perhaps getting individual pickups, getting isolated fights, because that will always give you that a 1-to-1 chance, that's that 50-50 to be able to take out your enemy. So maybe that is something that Gaijin can work with, and something that Cartel might be punished for if they over aggress a bit. But with that being said, we're gonna head in to search and destroy for our second match and see if Cartel can extend that lead a bit more and put themselves on that 2-0 advantage in this best of 5. We do have Gaijin on the defending side, and Cartel will be attacking. So let's see if Cartel can make dent first. Bloom Sexiest does get attacked early on, but thankfully not taken down. So Gaijin still able to hold on, and as I say, that flash loses his life. Glowy does trade back onto Concept, so Cartel losing 2 members at once. Shafiq's the second one to be taken out. Gaijin now having the man advantage. Gonna feel a bit more comfortable staying on the defensive side. Still a minute and 10 seconds for Cartel to make a move and find an entrance onto the site. Let's see if they can do so. They are wrapping around. At least it's probably set foot on that A site. So the bomb is definitely going to be planted by Bit. You see, Gaijin now has around 40 seconds to try and go for this retake. There is Skia on the flank, and he might see Glowy, but Mickey spots him first. That gives Gaijin the advantage. Now it's a 4 versus 2 situation. Gaijin just gonna try to overwhelm Cartel with brute force. Already going on to the defuse. Aimbot is the last man alive, but trying to go on to 4 members is not easy. He does start out by taking out one. Aimbot with the second one. Aimbot getting a third! But it was a bit too close for comfort. Mickey shuts him out and gets the first round for Gaijin. The defuse does come through with 15 seconds left. Definitely a close call for Gaijin, but fortunately enough, Mickey was able to respond just in time. For Cartel was able to pull off a nasty ace. Let's see if now it's going to be the same.
Enemy contact.
Seems like they have the intention to attack that B side. They do put aimbot on the A side, or at least in front of the A side. Maybe Cartel is going to try and get those pickouts. Probably the only reason they lost round 1 was they did not have the numbers advantage, and now they won't have as well. The lurker is already taken out. Aimbot is dead. Oh, but sees the hit of Glowy. But the pixel Bloom actually just peeks out and takes him out. Glowy getting dunked on, and he has backup. Mickey and Flash both there. Concept, last guy alive. And it feels like that's not going to be the case. Gaijin with 2 rounds in a row, making quick go for Cartel, and this is what we talk about. Get those pickoffs. It will, and it will allow them to have the advantage. We'll see if Cartel will be able to make some adjustment. It seems like this time they're coming straight through mid. And taking control of their area and cutting straight to A. Skia will get the bomb planted as the rest of Cartel. At least they will put a couple of bodies to intercept Gaijin if they attempt to rotate through the mid side. And this might work out because Gaijin are sending people through here. Flash does take out Concept, and that is not good for Cartel. You can't let Gaijin just bleed through, but Bit does trade back Glowy. And it's going to be a back and forth. Cartel now having a disadvantage again. Flash does see a member of Cartel, Shafiq, having to reload, and that's a bad timing to get the reload in. Cartel makes it a 1 versus 1. It's aimbot, 1 spore. Can he clutch this out this time? They have to go for the push. At least if you're Gaijin, you want to go for it, but aimbot will make it futile. Cartel finally backs their first round. The aimbot RF has been phenomenal throughout the entire throughout the past 3 rounds. He has been incredible. He's being constantly able to pull his own weight. We'll see if Cartel now what's the game plan. Seems like they are gonna go towards B. Aimbot RF does throw out a frag to try and cause some distraction, but Bloom took a Skia. Shafiq does take out Mickey and Glow. So that's gonna open up B side. Shafiq getting a third. Shafiq, oh, almost get the 4. We gotta go for that reload first. But Cartel has already gotten the control of the site, and this should be it. Myth not even allowed to escape. Cartel swiftly equalizes the scoreline. 2-2 for both teams.
Defend the objectives.
So now Cartel kind of gaining a bit of that momentum, figuring out how to deal with Gaijin. We're seeing the gunfight, the prowess from Cartel, just overpowering Gaijin when they are in the groove. So it feels like a bit of brawn versus wits. Cartel playing a bit slow this time. They have the bomb at least on aimbot RF, who is outside the A side. Let's see if Cartel can get those initial pickups and open up the site. They feel like A is exposed, and maybe they can go onto there. Shafiq is already there. So that should give it aimbot the information to go on, but Shafiq does see a member of Gaijin. Maybe if he gets challenged, Gaijin can double swing him. The bomb is already down. Cartel's gonna lose Concept to Flash. Shafiq sees 2, and Sam Blooms actually just takes his head off with that sniper rifle, making mistakes of RF. Cartel losing 4 already. And it seems like there's not going to be any survivors left. Cartel getting absolutely wiped. Gaijin will get this defused off.
Nice work.
It's a great retake. Gaijin giving up the site. Letting Cartel seemingly get the bomb down as they swoop in to dismantle Cartel from the inside.
They have the bomb.
So Gaijin now takes the lead. A 3-2. Cartel looking at a very, very swift push towards the B side. And Gaijin, they are mostly at A, so Cartel can get the bomb down for sure, but can they defend this?
Grenade!
Excuse me, Gaijin's the one heading towards the B side. Cartel this time on the defense. They will be holding the B side alone, but Gaijin might be pouring through from the second floor pretty soon. It's Skia. Oh, he sees the members of Gaijin, but he just cannot win that peak.
Target down.
Chloe able to drop down on the side already. Shafi's in a very important position. It's gonna be a 2-for-3 trade. Cartel in the bad spot. Chloe
It's all up to you now.
onto bit.
Finish the mission.
It's going to be Chloe winning out. Concept is the only one remaining. Chloe just goes for a concept, runs into his death, and Mythic just pumps it full with that Bison. Gaijin with round 4. As Gaijin continues to find
The objective. The enemy has
find ways to take out Cartel. We see this time Gaijin still has the same idea. Or maybe not. Bloom again. This opening things up. Shafiq is dead, but Bloom is gonna take a bit. Finally, Skia is gonna trade one back. It's going to be onto Glowy, but Flash already found Skia. Those 1-for-1s are working in favor of Gaijin. Concept is gonna run into multiple members of Gaijin, and they just win those fights. Cartel, Aimbot being the last one alive, and not for long.
nice work. Get ready for the
Gaijin
next
now
round.
hits that match point. 5-2. Gaijin now seeks for that equalizer.
Defend the objective.
For
They have the bomb.
no, for his best of 5, search and destroy seems to be a more comfortable game mode for them. This Gaijin doing the same trick. It's the same maneuvers. Smoke is out. Concept runs into Myth, and it's a great push from Cartel. Make it pretty close to that B side. They're gathering some intel, but Cartel is not giving them that information. They see a bare site, but they can't really push on forward if they don't get those pickoffs. Aimbot is also near as well. Crouched down in cover. They already find a second one. Shafiq with the third one to Mickey, and Shafiq now with the 4 pulls out the Deagle and is able to shut down Bloom. And finally, Shafiq will come in for a
Lost that
flawless round for
It's not
Cartel.
over yet. Ready up.
Cartel now pulling it back, but they need more. They need a bit more. 3-5 is
Defend the objectives.
probably a
The
start
enemy
of
has
the
bomb.
potential comeback, but they need to make sure that they don't make any mistakes. There's no room for errors for both teams, or at least not for Cartel. Glowy is breathing right next to Skia. Seems like Cartel have a change of plan, just walking through that mid site. And as usual, Cartel figured out that, you know, they can just wait for Gaijin to come in and take him out one by one. Time is always on the defending side as Flash is already on that B, but doesn't have much intel to work with just yet. The nade detonating that is not good at all. Gaijin, they're on to the B side, and maybe they can make something happen. Glowy is injured. Oh, it's not landing the KRM, and this is gonna allow Cartel to come in. Cartel just picks off everyone. It's one more will do the job. They do lose Skia, but Shafiq trace back.
Bomb
The
defused.
Steve is gonna come through for sure. Cartel now
Lost that
4-5,
round. It's not over yet. Ready up.
and they have been the game of adaptation, looking great for both teams.
Defend the objective. They have the
Cartel
bomb.
just need one more round to hit that match point as well. See what the game plan is for Gaijin. Seems like a rush B would be the call. Cartel might have some information about that. They're leaving mid, at least on a spawn, as a kind of a flank maneuver. Cartel pulling back, but they're not entirely giving up that B site. So Cartel still has a chance. At least they will still see if Gaijin decides to enter. Bit is just watching that high angle in case Cartel comes through. And so far we have not seen them. Have not seen Cartel making a drop just yet. They're taking it slow, and they know that if they lose this round, Cartel is going to be on match point against Gaijin. They are not willing to take the risk. Or at least if they do so, they need to make sure that this round becomes in the bag. And it finally returns. And oh, Glowy just make a quick work of Shafiq. That's gonna open up the entire B site. Good smoke to cross on line of sight. Shafiq just trade one back. Cartel hitting back hard. It's going to be a 2-for-2 trade. Even fight for both teams as Glowy not able to survive that. Suddenly Gaijin left with Mickey. And Mickey has to defend this 1 versus 3. Can he do it though? Yes. Starts out with 1. Mickey needs 2 more. But he's low. And he needs time, and it's too late. Cartel sticks the defuse. And we're on match point for both teams. Gaijin back on defense and Cartel on attack. And so far, it seems like both teams are more successful in playing on defenders. So, 1 round to end it all. Or will it be Cartel or will it be Gaijin? And Cartel seems like they already have a plan. Seems like they already have, you know, a route to head to, and that will be A site. And this night comes through. Bloom anticipates that entry. Already takes out 1 concept, is off the map. As long as Bloom is around here with that sniper rifle, Cartel just finds it hard. Oh, aimbot just missing that 1 shot. Oh, finally cleans up. Takes out Gaijin. But they still cannot enter A site just yet. Maybe B site will be where they want to rotate to. They still get the bomb down though, as there's just enough space for them to do so. Skia playing the mid side, getting challenged. As long as he does not go down, there is an opportunity for Cartel. Cartel taking out members of Gaijin, and right on top. Oh, Mickey takes out Skia, and Bloom takes out Bit. Cartel, there's 1 more left. The nade is there. Oh, takes out Bloom, and it's gonna be Mickey once more. Mickey starts off the match by clutching it out and eliminate aimbot. It's gonna end the match by doing the same and eliminating aimbot. And just a perfect circle, full circle for Gaijin. They will take search and destroy, evening out the score 1-1 for both teams. And we went all the way to 11 rounds for search and destroy. That means that right now we're definitely gonna get game 4, crossfire on hard point. Now, 3rd map is gonna be domination at firing range, and we've seen it a couple of times last week. And when it comes down to domination, there's a lot of open fields, there's a lot of open areas to play around, and a lot of airstrikes. The Predator missile are utilized. They are utilized to perfection. It's all about those utility usage when it comes down to domination. And seeing how Gaijin has slowly picked up the pace to challenge Cartel, domination is going to be an interesting one. Because we know that it's going to have an A and C will be split among both teams, and it's all about getting that B control. Last week, there was a lot of not just utility usage, but also a lot of sneaky maneuvers to sneak those sites away, to capture the point, capture the flag point away. And we get to see those smooth criminal maneuvers today as well. And based on what we know from Hardpoint, it feels like Cartel has a slight edge when it comes down to taking those gunfight and holding the point. Whereas for Gaijin, they will need to find a way to hold down those objectives. We've seen that they are able to fight Cartel head on, but can they hold on the objectives? Search and Destroy gave us a surefire yes, that Gaijin does know how to stem the bleeding and stop their opponents from getting onto site, but that is Search and Destroy. You know, there's no respawn. What if we go back to that what if, you know, your opponents come back to life after they go down? Can Gaijin hold off the never-ending wave of Cartel? This is what we are here to find out. And so far, it's hard to pick a favorite. You know, both teams are equally strong, so it's very hard to summarize who is going to take this map 3. But we've already laid out the strength of these two teams, right? Cartel feels like the team that brawls a lot. It feels like they are the team that has an idea on how to take those fights, whereas for Gaijin, even if they can't fight, they know how to use their wits to outlast their opponents. So maybe this is gonna to be it. Jumps in to domination. It's all about 150 points. 5 minutes for each half. And all these kills are not going to be as significant if you don't get control. And we're looking at the split again. Gaijin, they do start the point generation a bit faster, so they will have just a minuscule advantage. It's all about B point. Gaijin, they did make it there first, but Cartel quickly stops it. And bitches, you know, one of the ways to kill your opponent is to not lift your finger off the trigger. Cartel getting consistently traded back. The Gaijin not able to get much control. In fact, Cartel, they're in the lead.
We've taken the lead. Enemy taking Bravo.
And that is just perfect for Cartel. No, during that chaos, they were able to sneak point A away. And even though they haven't gotten B yet, they still managed to pull a bit of a lead, generate a bit of an advantage. They already capped B point half. Now they're just looking to do the other half, as Glowy was able to at least try to come in. Glowy with the second one onto aimbot, trying to slow down Cartel as much as possible. And Myth also puts some on the table. Bloom with the far snipe. Myth, him and Bloom both putting out a lot of results. They're trying to cap C, but not able to do so.
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed.
The B-side still neutralized as Flash comes in and try to offset the progress of Cartel, but Cartel strikes back. So far it's still 1 point for both teams respectively. Cartel kind of struggling to get control of the B point, but they're making progress slowly but surely. Doom will again slow that down as this high angle on the scaffolding of the wooden building does make it a bit difficult if you're not aware. And now what Gaijin needs to do is they need to take that B side. They need to... No, these one-for-one trades are not as valuable in domination because, you know, there's the respawn element. You're always going to consistently get overwhelmed. The question is, how do you do it? Great Predator missile kill from Glowy. That's gonna push Cartel back. Gaijin should be able to get close to that B side, at least for now. Glowy, oh, great kill on Shafiq. Still no control of that B side. In fact, Cartel, yep, both teams switching sides a bit. Still a 1-for-1. Cartel now taking control of A. Aimbot just drops down and dunks on one. Gotta go for the second. Yes. Good one from Aimbot. And now you can feel the Gaijin. They need to totally quickly come in, but Constant takes out 2. That's gonna give Cartel some time to generate that progress on that B point. But Gaijin quickly puts it to a stop. Exactly what you want. Oh, flash, flash, flash! Oh, he's not able to see his target, and now Gaijin a bit of a setback. Cartel trying to send everyone onto B. Great Predator missile to stop that again. And I just like what Gaijin is doing, but Mickey not winning the gunfight out. Could be bad. Unfortunately now Glowy is there. Whoa, Glowy. Glowy doing fine. But unfortunately, not able to, still not able to close, you know, get control of that B point. A lot of contention, aimbot. Oh, just makes it look so easy.
Target's in sight.
Gaijin have generated a lot of progress on that B. It's Cartel. They're sneaking C away. That means Gaijin will start going to A. Airstrike onto A from Cartel. And that's exactly what we want to see. Prevent Gaijin from taking the C point while they still A. So this will allow Cartel to get even more lead. But as Gaijin will try to retake that point back, Cartel almost takes that B side. Maybe they will finally be able to do so, and yes they do. But it is 74. Cartel would definitely end this first half with a decent lead, 75 to 58. So Cartel with the double point, double point capture for just a short while, they have been able to muster a pretty decent lead. Maybe this reset is gonna help Gaijin. Ooh, Cartel sneaking onto B very early on. Shafi with the spray down. As Gaijin slowly retaliates. I think maybe they're in a better position this time. Chloe from the side. Oh, sees concept. But now landing those pumps in concept is already takedown 2. Aimbot takes out Gaijin. It takes out Mickey. But Gaijin, they are able to make some good progress on that B point. Fortunately, Cartel is already back. Aimbot and Shafi making a lot of work. Oh, Bloom not able to get that kill, and that could be bad because they needed to do so. Chloe does finish it off, but Skia with that airstrike takes out Bloom. Now the flank wash, the off angle wash has been eliminated. You can see Gaijin, they're gonna start losing points. They will capture C, but Cartel gets A first. So they will have a bit of a double point generation for a short while. Skia just slides in. Oh, Skia and Aimbot, they're both doing huge work. Skia looking for even more, but oh, Glowy turns back. His body full of slug shells. Shafiq also getting taken out, but Cartel just not letting their foot off the gas. All of that strike is making things hard for Gaijin to play with. Cartel looking to reset the progress on the B, but not able to do so just yet. Glowy and Flash, they both go down as they stand in line, and Bid finishes them off.
Enemy in sight.
Cartel trying to sneak C away, but not able to do so. Gaijin now will take control. Or almost take control. Hey, Gaijin now getting 2 sides, getting 2 points. Gaijin will have a huge opportunity to start catching up in terms of points. Let's see if Cartel will be able to immediately retaliate. They need to win these gunfights, but they're not doing so, and that is not good for Cartel. Again, so close to taking control of point B, but it just gets offset once more by Cartel. Cartel finally taking out the members of Gaijin. Now they have a chance to take control of the B side, but can they hold on? It seems like that is not the case again. Reset by Gaijin. Concept comes in. Concept needs 2. Just not landing his shots. Gaijin is catching up. And if you are Gaijin, this is good news. So well done from Gaijin. Able to just prevent Cartel from once the team has taken B, it's just so tough to take control of that point once more because it is so out in the open. It's so easy to access that point. And Bit just not finding any footing. And all the lead that Cartel has mustered up for itself, gone. They do take back for a while. And now it's Gaijin's turn to need to retake the point, but they're doing it very quickly. Already capping it, or almost capping it. Cartel, they gotta make it back quickly. Gaijin with kind of a change of plan. Cartel will try to reset that B progress. Also do the same to A as well. They just need to buy a bit of time. They're also sneaking away C, and in fact, they're gonna get C. Triple point take for Cartel. And this might be the be or end of Cartel pulling ahead very, very quickly. Gaijin takes it back. But they still need a bit more. time might be out right now. Is this Gaijin? Yes, the finals. They're not able to cross the finishing line at the final sprint. They've gotten two points, but they also need They need to stop Cartel from generating any points. This is gonna be very close. 147 to 135. Oh, Cartel. They might have just gotten it. Just run up the clock. And Gaijin knows that no, they have tried their best, but Cartel just has a bigger lead. And it's gonna be Cartel taking domination, pushing them to a 2-1 lead in the best of 5. Match point, a series point for Cartel. And all they need is one more good round on match 4 on the hard point crossfire, and they will be our first grand finalist. And this just a very back and forth by both teams. We saw moments of brilliance from Gaijin, honestly, as they were able to, at one point catch up. But unfortunately, Cartel, with their sneaky maneuvers, kept all 3 points for a short 15 seconds, and that 15 seconds sealed the deal for Cartel. Just absolutely amazing. And that's all for match number 3. Now we're gonna look at match 4, hard point on crossfire. The first hard point on takeoff, we saw how Cartel were able to win most of the gunfights. They were a bit sneakier. They were able to hold on the points a bit more, even though we talk about how Gaijin were a bit more solid in holding down sites. And we've seen that doing search and destroy and also domination, despite the loss on domination. Now, so we'll see if they can translate that to hard point, not to the crossfire. Because if they don't, then the Gaijin will be knocked down to the losers bracket to fight for the 3rd and 4th placing. So now I want to see if Cartel can close this out. Can they bring back the prowess that they had from hardpoint, just winning those fights, just winning those frags, and stop Gaijin from pushing it to a game 5? This is continuing to be a brain versus brawn kind of matchup, and I'm loving the both parts. Both teams have very unique playstyle, very distinct ways to approach the game. And Gaijin is all about playing that close range. It seems like they are very great at close range. They are bloom sexiest, in fact, deserving a bit of the shout out with all those sleek sniper shots that he's getting, and then he's able to slow down Cartel, especially on search and destroy, where his sniper shots have been absolutely brutal, has been absolutely spot on in nailing in some of those rounds. But on hard point, it's going to be a bit tougher. We've seen Crossfire only once last week, so this is going to be the second time we see Crossfire. If you did witness Waves of War last week, so we're going to see if this Crossfire will be a bit different. I'm interested to see what's going to happen.
Point identified.
Again, 150 points will be the goal.
Fight harder.
Maybe Cartel red side, Gaijin blue, and Gaijin of course starts out with first blood. But Cartel striking back really fast. Nerfly gotten the hard point control. Points are starting to generate the Skia. This time not able to do much. By the way, Concept and Skia are actually from Crack Kids. So these two were from the champion teams of last week. Pretty sure the experience and prowess would definitely help Cartel and contribute to a bit of their supremacy, or at least their lead, their advantage in this series. Point does get neutralized. Unfortunately, Gaijin set foot on it just for a bit. Of course, just need to prone down so you won't get shot. Cartel does get it back for the final 3 seconds, so generating 3 extra points for themselves. They continue to do so. Next hard point will unlock in the favor of Gaijin. They've already stacked everyone there. Cartel needs to find a way to breach onto the point, but it's not gonna be easy though. Gaijin continuing to stop them. Maybe Cartel needs to quickly get in, but again, it's so difficult. These buildings prove to be a deadly trap. You can see that Gaijin, they have already taken the lead. Point just get neutralized for a bit. Is this the opportunity for Cartel to come in? And yes, they do. Just for a short while only though. Gaijin able to clean it out. And what was that, Mickey? Oh my goodness, what spray! Gaijin gonna pull ahead this time. 48 to 32. Continues to grow, and Cartel they can't go for it. They have to go for the third hard point now.
Hard point identified.
Gaijin already has a member there. It's going to be Myth. Gaijin outmaneuvering Cartel to a certain extent, and good flank watch from Bloom. Bloom trying to go for more, and Bloom does. Gaijin, oh, so the control of the site is so great. Cartel actually can get in. They need to brute force, but oh, Glowy, good shot. Cartel, no way to contest at all. It's Gaijin extending the lead by more than 50 points. Point is finally neutralized by Cartel, but neutralizing is not enough. They need to get in, and they finally did. 18 seconds left to spare Cartel get in, but it's instantly changed to route mistake with 3. And Cartel just not able to stick their foot in, not able to sit in there long enough. Gaijin already hitting 100 points. But 4th hard point will have Cartel members reaching there first. This is a good opportunity for them to at least try and equalize the score, at least for now. It's going to be a long journey, but it is something that Cartel needs to do to take away the first series. So it's Gaijin's turn to try and get in, and they already got the 2 kills. Flank watch of Cartel not really working now, and Aimbot needs to stay alive for as long as possible. Him and Skia both working in tandem to keep Cartel away, and they're doing a pretty decent job. All the members of Gaijin, they can't even get in. Joey does fine too, so this is going to force a bit of a staggered respawn from Cartel. But it seems like Gaijin, they are backing off. They are just gonna set up for that upcoming hard point. And I do like that. I do like the way that Gaijin is approaching this. Cartel shouldn't be not able to equalize this. So we'll see if Cartel will be able to make their NG. Chloe again with 2 kills, making sure that Cartel doesn't come through. And Flash, oh no, contact with a great flick. They have the Predator missile as Gaijin, because they're already there. They're able to stave off Cartel. Cartel now needs to get there. As good one from Ski at the Predator missile, taking out members of Gaijin, and Cartel just need a few more seconds to finally equalize the score. Hardpoint gets neutralized, so both teams are scrambling to get there. There's a flank coming in from Flash, and Flash, oh, got picked off. And that is not good for Gaijin. The lead that they've gotten so far completely neutralized by Cartel. Cartel now puts themselves back in the lead with 24 seconds left. Continuously putting ahead. Flash finds himself 2. Mickey also 2. That's going to immediately open up their hard point. Cartel now needs to quickly come back, and Skia with a good 1-2 neutralize the side. And even though they don't have the points, at least they are able to prevent Gaijin from generating some. Myth getting taken out though as Gaijin. Just a 2-point differential. Cartel sticks their foot through the door of the next hard point. It's going to be a 2-for-2 trade, but when the hard point unlocks, Cartel will be the first one to start generating some points. Gaijin, they have no time to waste. They gotta get there as soon as possible, because Cartel is getting so close to their victory. 25 more points to go, and Gaijin able to assume control of the hard point just for a bit. This hard point is going to be the last hard point that we see. Again, Chloe just so good with the KRM. Those close range in his favor. Chloe continuing to hold on. Cartel, they want to overwhelm him, but it feels so impossible. Gaijin might be able to push us to a game 5, 133, and Cartel losing a bit of that footing. They are getting picked off from the side as well. 10 more points for Gaijin. Can they do this? So Chloe and Myth, they all do it, and I think this is it. Gaijin is gonna give us a game 5. And yes, we are going to a game number 5. Gaijin able to pull off a massive lead in the beginning, which gave them a lot of room to breathe. And that's exactly what we talk about, right? The way that Gaijin held down those sides, just incredible discipline. And that means that it's a 2-2 now. We're going to decide that we asked for Hackney Yard and we got Hackney Yard. And that is so, it's great. We got what we wanted, and now it's about who closes this out. And when it comes down to Hackney Yard, it's kind of the same thing. We've seen how these two teams play. Cartel a bit more of an on the aggressive end, whereas for Gaijin, a bit more of a defensive team, a bit more a team that is better when it comes down to locking down on site. It's better when it comes down to just staying there and waiting for Cartel to make a mistake. And we're starting to see the pattern. Cartel, they are not as proficient as as Gaijin when they go for that 1 versus 1. Those close range always feels like they are winning. Always feels like they're in Gaijin's favor. Whereas for Cartel, they are good in numbers, but once they start losing those CQCs, they completely drop off. So right now the question is, for Hackney Yard, who is going to take the cake? The first Search and Destroy Summit, we already went to a full 6 game. So this could go, a full 6 game as well. And I can't wait to watch it kick off. We are definitely going to see some pretty insane plays from both teams. Two of the standout fraggers, obviously we have to look at is Aimbot and Shafiq from Cartel. And for Gaijin, you have to always keep your eyes on Bloom Sexiest and Mickey. So here we go, Hackney Yard is going to be the map. Slightly, a lot of open areas in the middle, whereas the bomb sites are a bit more diverse. So Cartel on the defending side, trying to hold off Gaijin. So Gaijin, see where they want to go. As Mickey does have the bomb with him. Some early text onto Myth, and instantly Glowy takes out one. Mickey also finds his first prey as well. And Gaijin, with those 2 early pickups, gives some information. Good shot from Bit onto Glowy, but the bomb is already down. Gaijin able to finally set up on the site, forcing Cartel to need to go for the retake. Will Cartel be able to do it? And Bit playing on the sniper angle turns away at the wrong time, and this might be detrimental, but what? The no scope, from Bit. What a great shot, but it's insufficient.
Lost that round.
Gaijin still able to close out the round. Gaijin feeling a bit more confident, especially when there's very little open areas. Gaijin just feels like the stronger team. You see Cartel now trying their second attempt to defend. Maybe this push from Mickey would prove to be huge, and Mickey almost finds one. Looking for the A side entry, but so far that has not been successful, so they're bringing the bomb around. They're taking Cartel on the right actually, just ring around the roses. Aimbot playing a very sneaky angle. Not sure if you'll see it. Oh, just looks at the wrong angle. Gaijin already finding 2 concept. Getting caught up by Flash. Gaijin already taking out 3 from Cartel. And Flash about to run into the 4th, but Shafiq just finish him off with the Bison. 2v4 is going to be the name of the game. Ski eliminated by Mickey, and Gaijin just only have Shafiq to take care of. Shafiq is coming in from the flank, and I think they know where he is. Mickey with the cleanup. Gaijin leads 2-0.
Defend the objectives.
Very solid first 2 rounds from Gaijin. So Cartel now still gonna start stacking people on B, and they actually might be spotted out by Gaijin, yes, and Cartel. Info is already given. Mickey has seen most of the members of Cartel on that B, so they're just gonna make all their way to A. Mickey has the bomb, so they probably would plant A and force Gaijin to go for the force Cartel to go for the retake. There you see Mickey is already on site. Plan is definitely gonna go down. So Cartel will now have to mount a retake, whereas Gaijin has ample time to set up the site. There is a flank coming in from behind.
Target down.
And Flash, good catch. Taking out aimbot. Just 25 seconds left. Shafi does take out 2 bit with the third. Gaijin for the first time in this match on the back foot, but can they buy enough time? And Concept just makes it a 1 versus 3. He knows where the last man is. Concept. Good clutch. To be given the order to defuse the bomb as well. 7 seconds left. Plenty of time.
Get ready for the next round.
Cartel not ready to go quietly into the night.
Defend the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
They continue to retaliate.
Grenade.
And now Cartel doing the same thing once more. Stacking the bodies onto B. The guy also has the same idea to come in. Shafi, see if he can catch someone else. Concept's gonna lead the charge first to run forward. Not much info. The DT flash and the double stack on the double swing. Or spray doesn't connect. Mickey just straight one back, but maybe Cartel can take out Mickey. But Gaijin, they will just immediately pull back and decide to perhaps take the bomb to A. And yeah, they're doing that. So the bomb is gonna hit A. Same scenario as game number 3. It's this last round where Cartel will have to go for the retake. Gaijin not planting just yet. Probably waiting. Yeah, it's trying to wait in case there's a flank. But we're seeing Cartel do this. They just do it slowly but surely. Yeah, methodical approach once more, and now they go for the retake, or attempt to go for the retake. Vicky watching a very tight angle. One of the doorways as well. The double stack outside the entrance is gonna allow Cartel to get an easy pick off, and now Gaijin slowly losing control, and they indeed do. Mickey, the only one left surviving. Aimbot can start the defuse, and Concept will take care of Mickey. Cartel equalizes the score.
Next round.
Feels like deja vu from Takeoff. And not from Takeoff, from Summit. Where Gaijin starts off with 2 rounds and Cartel takes the 2 rounds back. Back to square one we go.
Contact with enemy.
See what is Gaijin's game plan. Seems like the bomb is again in front of that B site. Good pick off. Flash gonna take the Concept, and that's gonna force a bit of a rotation for Shafiq, and they probably will be able to stack on him. Oh no, the peak timing is a bit off, but thankfully Flash traced back. Cartel down to 2 men. Gaijin just decides to go A again. Bloomstacks just cleans up the last one. So there's only aimbot left alive, and with the bomb planted, aimbot will have to try and go for the retake.
Get down.
But this is just impossible.
Lost that
Bloom
round, but
just
it's not
peeks
over yet.
out
Ready up.
and eliminates him. Gaijin in the lead as we switch sides.
Destroy the objective.
And so far, Cartel has been finding it a bit tough to crack Gaijin. Just 1 round behind though, we saw Cartel almost making a comeback on Summit. So So that is definitely possible for that to happen. Aimbot with the nade. No contact. Looks like the cartel, they haven't picked up the bomb just yet. Concept with a good snipe onto Bloom, and now they will retreat the bomb and perhaps head towards B because IG, they're playing a 2-2 split. 2 on A, 2 on B. Cartel on the other hand, they've already made it onto B. Oh, this is still outside B. The rest of the team tries to go clear A, and maybe they'll find something. Yes, they do. Shafiq takes out Glowy. They should be able to trade Skia as Flash as well. And indeed, they do. Great flank from aimbot. Ready for Mickey Gaijin. It's only Myth left alive.
The bomb has been planted.
1 versus 3 post plant. And it's gonna run into aimbot, and yes, cartel
Get ready for the next round.
finds the equalizer once more. It's gonna be round 7. Cartel just the flanks from cartel has been out of this world. Let's see what Gaijin wants to do. It seems like they are putting a bit more emphasis onto A side this time. Whereas cartel will do the same, just doing a bit of a stakeout, reconning the area before making their move.
The enemy has the bomb.
Let's see what cartel wants to accomplish this time. They've already planted 3 guys at the B site. Gaijin still has not rotated yet. Maybe this could be an advantage for cartel if they slowly inch in. But not really getting much intel from that. Yeah, I think Gaijin still pretty much able to hold on. And just the silent movement. Just a minute left at Bloom. Oh, what a shot. And that was very much needed from Gaijin. And now cartel. Oh, Bloom with the second one. Just completely stopping cartel. Stabik tries to look for someone, but now Mickey's underneath him. Sticking close to the wall. Flash takes out Skia as well. Cartel completely outgunned.
Lost that round, but it's not
Concept
over yet.
loses his life.
Ready up.
Gaijin, round 4. Gaijin with 4 rounds.
Defend the objectives.
2 more rounds until Gaijin takes the series and advances into the finals. But as for cartel, unfortunately, they have to sit this one out. We'll see if cartel makes a different approach. It seems like they want to go on to A, but Glowy already took out Shafiq. And you know that when Glowy has the KRM in hand, it is impossible to try to go onto him. He's just so good with that shotgun. And he has been kind of the hard brick wall alongside Bloom Sexius that prevents cartel from going through. Already took out 2 from cartel. Let's see if they can get the 3rd one. But as long as Glowy is alive and watching tight angles, this cartel, you really want to double swing in to overpower him, because going in 1 by 1 is certain death. And there we go. Glowy holding on to this area, completely stopping cartel. Cartel with 2 minutes left. No, not 2 minutes. 2 members left. 45 seconds on the clock. What's gonna be the plan? Since they want to go onto A side. Bit with a good pick off, but immediately Flash trades back. Bit is the only one alive with a sniper rifle. It's playing really scarce. Gaijin knows they just need to hold. They're gonna hear Bit's footstep. That's gonna give them the clue to come swing in. Bit Finding the first spray down, but that's pretty much it. Mickey will put Gaijin on that match point, series point. One more round, Gaijin will move on to the grand finals. And their defense has been rock solid. Absolutely rock solid. Cartel this time making a B rush. And it's seemingly working out. They're already onto site. So they can definitely get the bomb planted. But a good flash, 2 kills. And solidly Cartel can't do much. Mickey with the third. Gaijin looking to close this out. Already Bloom with the 4th and that is it. Oh, Gaijin. What a great final round. And they congratulations, Gaijin are now in the grand finals. They have made it into the grand finals, whereas for Cartel, no, they are gonna miss out on the grand finals this time, but they will be playing 3rd, 4th placement match later, and their opponents will have to wait. The opponents will be, will be the losing team from our upcoming series. But overall, just congratulations to Gaijin. They had a rough start, but they were always keeping up with Cartel, always making sure that Cartel does not overstep their boundaries. And just by how Gaijin played that was phenomenal. They are able to secure themselves their grand final spot. Whereas for Cartel, start about the 3rd, 4th placing. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how Gaijin continues this run into the grand finals. And see if they will be able to continue that momentum, as they still have some time to wait until the grand final kicks off. And with that being said, that concludes our first semi-finals. We'll go take a break, and when we come back from the very short break, we will have our second best of 5 commencing to see who will be our second grand finalist.
Feel like that new cool here. It's like that new school here. Wave off that swim team, talk big things. It's new rules here. Yeah. Nice on nice on nice, yeah. I couldn't take it, missed a chance, I missed a flight, yeah. Got too damn wasted, pick up poison, pick up vice, yeah. I probably tasted, made mistakes, I made them twice, yeah. Nothing was sacred, I was just raging against the machine. Never been cool with the settings in the system. Instead of playing victim, I should've just wished them. Like how was my life on the line, any different? But if this time we can see what's missing, change the position, at least burn flames with a mission. Couldn't see clear, had a bad prescription. No slap when your back's up against the wall. Nice on nice, ay. I couldn't take it, missed a chance, I missed a flight.
Welcome back, soldiers, to the Call of Duty Mobile Waves of War tournament. This is Husky, your commentator for this wonderful evening, as we prepare ourselves for the second best of 5 in the semi-finals to see who is going to be our second grand finalist to take on Gaijin, who came off a close 3-2 victory over Cartel, sending them down to the lower bracket, as Gaijin themselves now sit comfortably waiting for their contenders in the grand final. So they will have some time to take a break, but for us, there's no time for breaks. The battle continues, so now it's all about seeing that second best of 5, see who gets to play against Gaijin and who will be the unfortunate victim to play that third, fourth placement match against Cartel. Then we started off the night on a very intense and good note, going all the way the full series. We finally got to see what Hackney Yard is like, and we got basically back and forth game. We had a full 11 round search and destroy on a summit. We had close domination round. We had intense hardpoint comebacks. It's just now with the standard set, can these next two teams put on the same amount of performance, or maybe it will be a bit more one-sided? We will find out pretty soon. But for those who just joined in, the format is still the same. It is going to be a best of 5. To start things off, we have hardpoint on takeoff. For game 2, we will have search and destroy at the summit. Game 3, domination at firing range. If we have game 4, it would be hardpoint at crossfire, excuse me. And finally, if we have a deciding game 5, or we need to play deciding game 5, it will be all the way at search and destroy in Hackney Yard. So with that being said, the stage has been prepped, and it's up to these final 2 teams to try and make a splash once more. So what we've learned from the previous best of 5 is our Gaijin showed us that you don't have to be aggressive, you don't have to be the one to make the first move, but Gaijin perfectly played the game of just waiting for their opponents. They lie in wait, lie in wait, put themselves in a perfect position, and they just pounce on Cartel when Cartel try to make those aggressive maneuvers, and it gradually worked out, and Gaijin continued to adapt and make it look flawless. So Cartel wasn't able to take Gaijin down, but we also learned something from Cartel, where having those aggressive moves can give you an edge in certain situations, especially when you seek to overpower your opponents. So we'll see if today, we'll see if this semi-finals, are we gonna get like a David and Goliath, Gaijin versus Cartel kind of matchup, or are we going to get a more chaotic one, where both teams just run at each other? So this is going to be something interesting that we will find out later on, because end of the day, it's not just about winning and getting into the grand finals. It's also about the prestige. Call yourself the best community team for Call of Duty Mobile, and also everyone gets to walk away with a bit of a prize pool, right? For the first place, you get 5,000 CP. Second place, you get 4,000, and then trickles down to 3,000 for third place and 2,000 for fourth place. So we've gone through the maps and the modes a couple of times. We talk about the main tree, the first tree. We talk about a firing range, we talk about summit, we talk about takeoff. But let's lay a bit of eyes on Crossfire and Hackney Yard and what we know. So Crossfire so far aren't like not like, excuse me, the Crossfire not like Takeoff, excuse me, has a lot more close quarters. Has a lot more buildings when it comes to those hard points. So if you're a Gaijin fan, you know that how you can see how they hold down those points. So just put your bodies inside and play those CQCs. Those shotguns work wonders for the fourth map, for Crossfire. And Hackney Yard, a lot of elevation, a lot of tight angles to play with. We see all those containers, and maybe that's something that teams can utilize as well. But it's gonna be it. Let's head into game number 1, hard point on takeoff between Infinity and Cloud Fearless. And right off the bat, it's Infinity taking a bit of that hard point, but actually taking it back fairly quickly. Infinity, starting things off with the bang, but we're seeing Cloud Fearless fighting back pretty swiftly as well. A lot of contention for that first hard point, which is pretty normal since it is an open area. I think a lot of time with the hard point staying neutral. It's going to be a good one from Zara, getting a good pick off. Now it's going to give Cloud Fearless control of the hard point, and Infinity trying to go for a flank but not able to do so. Zara just holds his ground, but they're taken out by members of Infinity. Cloud Fearless, though, despite losing a couple of members because Infinity were a bit slow on their feet, they were not able to really get outside the contest. Doesn't really matter. Cloud Fearless will get the first point. It will get the lead. Cloud Fearless continues to put down members from the side of Infinity, but Spur finally checks in, and Infinity wipes out 3 of Cloud Fearless. They do get onto the hard point, but only close enough to neutralize it. The Shadow just misses those shotgun pumps, and Infinity takes control of the hard point once more. Cloud Fearless looking for kind of a soft reset, as Zen does see members from Cloud Fearless from behind. Eventually his buddy has him covered, and the explosion just takes out Zen. And Cloud Fearless coming in, just overwhelming Infinity. Great 1-2 from Shadow with 3! A huge play from Shadow. Cloud Fearless getting control of the side. Good reset. Shadow now is going to play really aggressively and dirty too. And the Shadow is continues that killing spree. Already finding 4. Shadow about to look for the 5th. And yes, of course, Shadow gets the Shadow with the 6th one. And someone needs to stop this man because Cloud Fearless off with the bang. Infinity Force reset. The Predator missile is going to be Shadow the 7th one. And they finally kill him all. But could be a bit too late. Cloud Fearless have amassed a pretty huge lead. And Asma is also from the high ground, taking out 1. Shadow coming back into action again. Asma with the 2nd push, but Shadow has his back covered. And Cloud Fearless making so much work. It's a blowout for getting too young, also getting the 3rd as Infinity finally sets foot onto the hard point, but not for long. Cloud Fearless is about to come back. Kid from behind. He's gonna find himself 2 kills. I think Gila shuts him down. Young will get the trade. Infinity slowing the tempo of Cloud Fearless down a bit, but a bit is not enough because Cloud Fearless continues to make it onto the hard point. It's gonna be Zen with the push and able to swing just enough to take out Shadow to get the contest, but the contest does not stop Cloud Fearless from continuing to push that momentum as they have reached 80 points. The lead continues to extend for Cloud Fearless. As they're ready for the next hard point, you can see their speed. Took a while for Infinity to shut him up. Cloud Fearless already made it to the 4th hard point. Yelpo does not land those shots, and here comes Fur. Oh, just instantly obliterated. Given no chance, Cloud Fearless close to the 100-point mark. Anjingila not able to land his shots, but his buddies will. Infinity getting a bit of a control back. Asmo from that window pane is gonna find himself through the main doorway. His teammate created the contest. His speed also finding through as well. Infinity though still able to hold back Cloud Fearless at least for a bit. Let them go down a bit more. Young getting flash blind, concussed. That's a death. Cloud Fearless almost hitting that 3-digit. It's Infinity slowly takes back a little bit of control. It's an excruciating climb, and here comes Speed. Oh, Speed doing it perfectly. About to find more Speed. Oh, not letting the 4th one, but Cloud Fearless finally hitting 3-digits. And while his teammates are taking that point, Asma already made it onto the open air, but he was taken out. As Infinity had the same idea, so Infinity should be able to cap it at least for now. And here, Goliath being dropped. Good one from Spur, but he needs someone else from his team to get a hit. And that is just not happening. Cloud Fearless continues to push the lead. Casper getting absolutely crippled, not able to move too much. Kid and Speed both putting numbers on the board, and Kid is going ham a bit. And that's gonna slow down Cloud Fearless ever so slightly, but unfortunately for Infinity, it is not enough. They will stop the point generation at least, as they neutralize the point. In fact, they've gotten it back in control. Cloud Fearless hasn't really moved in terms of the scoreline for a while. This is going to give Infinity a bit of a time to catch back up, but Cloud Fearless continues to prove me wrong. It's going to be Zen. Let him survive for too long. Asma will make sure that Cloud Fearless stays in the lead. And continues to stay in the lead. Anjingila is also there. Great deep flick. Cloud Fearless on the back of Anjingila, just getting so much control of this hard point. 15 more points until Cloud Fearless takes this first game, and Infinity has a lot of catching up to do. They get the slide in from behind, and they were able to take a bit of control of the hard point. But Cloud Fearless, they are swift to the respawn. They get a contest. The great Shadow was free. Cloud Fearless taking the lead. Shadow was on the nade at the wrong time. The nade's not going to go off, but Asma is there, and Asma with the Bisons just going to make sure that Cloud Fearless stays in this round. They've cleared out the rest of the hostiles, and Cloud Fearless with a decisive win on round 1. Congratulations, Cloud Fearless. You know, with 150 to 70, an 80-point lead for the hard point. Just impressive round for Cloud Fearless, and that is Cloud Fearless We'll get a more aggressive one. Now we're getting a more aggressive, well, gameplay from these two teams. Unlike Gaijin and Cartel, where you have kind of a chess master and a Rambo style team. For Cloud Fearless and for Cloud Fearless and Infinity, both teams look to be very aggressive. Both teams look to be very hungry for those kills. But unfortunately, it was Cloud Fearless who were able to prove that they are the better fraggers in this situation, and they are able to close out that round with style, with an 80-point lead. That is a huge lead for a team to gain on Hardpoint. So that concludes our first game. Now we will prep for Search and Destroy for our match number 2. And for Search and Destroy, we've seen how Gaijin took on Cartel, where it's all about being patient and waiting for your enemies to make a mistake. I wonder if this would be the same between Cloud Fearless and Infinity. Will it be the tactical play, or maybe we'll see something different from Cartel? We've been a bit anxious, or we've been a bit excited to see if there's a team that will play aggressively on the Search and Destroy, especially when it comes to Summit. But so far, we're getting teams who are a bit more disciplined, teams who are a bit patient. They wait for the opportune timing. It does slow down the game a bit, but it also prevents mistakes from being made. So maybe these two teams can show us something different on Summit, and maybe give us a good game. We had 2 good Summit games just now, and perhaps this one would be the same. Or maybe we're gonna get a full 6 rounds once more, because at the end of when it comes to Summit, it is very easy to dissect the map. It's just 3 parts, both A and B side out in the open air, and then you have the warehouse in the middle, where a lot of teams will use it as a connector to rotate between those 2 sites. But so far we haven't seen too much of that utilization. But what we are seeing this week, in comparison to last week, was that teams are putting more attention, putting more effort into controlling that mid site, into controlling the connecting parts of the bomb sites, where they, put lurkers there, they attempt to go for a flank. And I'm liking the approach of the teams doing so, and I will want to see more, because I believe that there is going to be a lot more potential on Summit if teams just figure out how to play those angles as we jump into Summit for the Search and Destroy. Let's see if we can get a exciting match. Cloud Fearless will be the defenders, and Infinity will go on the attacking side, at least for now. Both teams having the right read to go on to B. Cloud Fearless already putting members there. Infinity though wanting to slowly push in. It's going to be Zen getting the first one. Zen trying to go for Sprader on the second, and Asmal trades back, but Young immediately gets Asmal back. Zen secures the 3rd kill for Infinity, and Cloud Fearless down to just 2, and Infinity for great entry, give them that lead, and almost found the 4-4 Shadow. Tried to be sneaky, but not able to do so. Anjingita will be the last man alive. Bomb just getting planted. Anjingita comes in, the slight through though from Zen to finish it off. Infinity taking round one. Now Infinity, both teams playing quite fast, but it's Infinity with those early frags, those early pickoffs that gave them that advantage to, pick out the members of Cloud Fearless extensively. And sure, what a great snipe through the wall. Let's just get one back. Infinity trying to trade more, and the Cloud Fearless, they are hitting back hard, as then just plays ring around the roses. Infinity down to the last man though, as Cloud Fearless just overpowers them. Zara with a good snipe from afar. A quick round for Cloud Fearless this time. Be round number 3 this time for both teams. We see it's going to be a bit of deviation from Cloud Fearless, putting 2 onto A and 3 onto B. And Infinity still wants to try and get onto that B side. Shadow on the lurk once more, and let's see if he can catch someone. It seems like he might run to a member right now of Infinity, but well, Young was already ready. Speed was able to get then off though, and the kid trades Asmal back. Young finding Speed. Cloud Fearless down to just 2. Infinity did lose Young. Zara again with through the wall. It's getting a great snipe. But Cloud Fearless, they are only left with 2 members. Infinity hasn't gotten the bomb planted yet. So they're gonna come onto the B plant, and indeed they will.
The bomb has been planted.
Cloud Fearless needs to try and go for the retake. Anjingila from the side. Might run to Kit, and yes he does. But Kit with the jiggles takes him out.
Round, but it's not over yet.
Infinity.
Ready up.
Well, taking the 3rd round. It's gonna lead. Having a 1-round lead, at least for now, Cloud Fearless. It seems like they're losing in the pickup department.
The enemy has the bomb.
Anjingila again going for the flank. This time Shadow will join his team. They're gonna ride to Infinity head on. In front of the B side. And oh, what a nade from Spur. Takes out 2. Anjingila makes it even. It's ready coming in from the flank. Infinity needs to take care of Anjingila first, but Anjingila just go for the B-chase. Bomb is on the ground. Oh, great slide. Yelpo makes it an uneven fight for Cloud Fearless. And again, Infinity take the lead. Asmal does see the lurker, does see the flanker. Zara though, oh, just getting overwhelmed. Asmal, great one. It's a 1, buys a second. Now it's a 1 versus 1. Infinity between Yaupo versus Asmal. Asmal turns around, but Yaupo with a great shot
It's not over yet. Ready
gives
up.
Infinity round 3. And again, it's just those initial picks, you know, Infinity with the tactical brilliance, able to take out Cloud Fearless. The nade, I believe, from Sphere, the double takedown that really messed up Cloud Fearless. Maybe they can do it again, and Young just goes in for the push. Does get punished by speed. At least the 1-for-1 trade. Anjingila is going to see the members of Infinity again, but he's not landing those shots. Shadow takes out Yaupo, and that will give Cloud Fearless kind of the man advantage that they need. But Anjingila knows that he's trapped. Multiple members of Infinity in this mid side, but as long as he survives, he will be fine. So far, he is still alive. Infinity able to take him down. Zara takes out Kit. So the 1-for-1 trade goes in favor of Cloud Fearless.
Finish it.
Zara takes out Zen as well. Fur will be the last remaining survivor. Bomb does get retrieved. But where does Sphere go? He's thinking about backtracking onto the B side. Oh, he does get the hit, but the leg shot doesn't take out speed. And now they know where he is. And they're just gonna try and spray him down. Sphere still pretty much alive, but Anjingila is on the chase.
Get ready for the next
Cloud
round.
Fearless will, well, close out the first half. Still a 1-round deficit, but at least they are, you know, close to each other.
Defend the
At least just a
objectives.
1-round
We have the
deficit.
bomb.
And now we'll see Infinity trying to defend against Cloud Fearless. We saw how aggressive Cloud Fearless would play on their defense. I wonder if it will be the same when they go on attack, as they cut through the mid-section of the map. Something that most teams don't do, but it is interesting to see how these teams navigate there. Spur, I will get sniped. Oh, misses the first one. Oh, can he land this one? He should be able to, right? Yes, he does. Spur finally kills, but he took a bit too long. And Cloud Fearless is just gonna end up eliminating 3 members of Infinity. Asmal looking for the 4th one. They know when Infinity are, and Asmal is on the chase. Kit does trade him back. Cloud Fearless down to just Shadow. Shadow versus Kit. The ball misdropped in the midsection, and that's where Kit is paying attention to. But, oh, he's back. His back is... Oh, turns away at the wrong time. But thankfully, Shadow didn't take him out. There's still ample time in this round for Shadow to make a play. As Kit relocates himself, but not knowing Shadow coming in from behind, it's gonna be close. Kit not knowing where Shadow is. 35 more seconds. Shadow could be on the 2nd floor. As you see that Shadow is gonna come in from behind. Oh, this is so close. Shadow is actually on the 2nd floor.
Enemy in sight.
Oh, she knows he's coming to the door. Oh, Kit.
Lost that round, but it's not over
That's a
yet.
great one
Ready up.
for Infinity from Kit. Infinity with round 4.
defend the objective.
But the first attacking run for Cloud Fearless unfortunately did not work out. It just the aggression from Cloud Fearless is not really paying off. So off to a very slow start. We see Cloud Fearless, they can make some adjustment. Again, the trade starts coming through, but at one point Cloud Fearless has to try and get more from that. Down to this Zara and Shadow. They gotta retrieve the bomb. But Spurs in the right spot. Zara not able to take him out, which means that Infinity has information. It's between Spurs and Zara. Good shot. Needs one more. Pulls out the pistol. That's all she wrote. It's gonna be Yelpo from the side. Takes him out. Shadow again, the last man alive. And it's not enough. Yelpo.
It's not over yet.
It's been so efficient. Infinity now on that match point. They're looking to
Destroy the objective.
equalize the score. Especially when Cloud Fearless dealt them a heavy blow on that round 1. They definitely want to find some equalizers. Those nades are going to be thrown now. Shadow leads the charge. Cloud Fearless. Fearless, as the name suggests, playing in a very aggressive manner. And this time they do get an initial pickoff. Let's see if they can push the momentum moving forward. They're already onto the B side. They can get the spike planted. Get the bomb planted, excuse me.
The enemy has the bomb.
They did lose Asmo, but they have the advantage. Shadow, oh yes, good sprays. First takes out Anjing Gila though. So the bomb is not planted just yet because of the snipe. Finally down to just the last 2 guys. Young himself takes out 2. Oh!
Last man
There's gonna be a turnaround.
Finish it.
1 versus 1. Bomb still not planted. Speed against Fur. Speed drops down. Retrieves the bomb. Speed lining towards A. Fur probably has no idea that he's A, but with the bomb planted, now he will
Bomb
figure
has
it
been
out.
planted.
Speed, can he hold on? It's all about holding the those tight angles. Only 2 directions to watch. He might get the jump onto Sphere. If he just waits patiently enough, Sphere's gonna come through. Checks the corner. Not able to flick in time. Speed keeps Cloud Fearless alive. They'll need 2 more rounds if they want to have a chance at coming back.
Destroy the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
See, Infinity so far doing solid on the defense. Same approach from Cloud Fearless and Infinity. They're used to this. Snaze almost takes down the map. Almost took down Square, and that is great. And Speed not paying attention. They already lost 2, but dang. But Cloud, they do trade 2 back. Yong coming in again. Yong makes it a 1 versus 2. 1 versus 3, in fact. And Zara is not quick enough. Bomb dropped again by Cloud Fearless. Then this could be Infinity's game. Zara needs an insane clutch. As Infinity starts covering more and more ground on the map. Making sure that wherever Zara tries to go, he's not gonna feel safe. Might get the snipe off. Nah. It's a bit too slow. Young closes it out. Infinity with his 2nd match win. Ties up the best of 5. So again, a close contention between 2 teams. We are definitely gonna get we're definitely gonna get, you know, around 4 this time. So that concludes our summit. That concludes our search and destroy. Coming up, we have domination, firing range, and you know we saw how Cloud Fearless were able to take over hard point. You know, able to take off on hard point, but Infinity just struck back on Summit when it comes to search and destroy. So look at this pattern. Look at how dominant Cloud Fearless were on hard point. I want to see if they can do the same at firing range. You know, just lock down the points and be able to hold off Infinity until the game, you know, falls through. Because so far the domination on the hard point has been amazing. You know, with how how Cloud Fearless were able to win those gunfights. And again, you know, Search and Destroy, it does feel a bit different because when you get taken out, you can't respawn. Domination, the hard point, you have infinite lives. So when it comes to firing range, we looked at B point is always kind of the main point of contention, but it's also the hardest point to take over because there's so many tricky angles that you have to look at, and there's so many tricky angles that you can get shot from. So I want to see if Cloud Fearless can, you know, overcome that. We've seen how aggressive they are. Even when playing Summit just now, even when they're on the defenders, they just rush, they just push as a 4-man unit, and I like that playstyle. It might not be the most effective, but I like it. You know, it's a breath of fresh air. So right now, Domination is going to be the map that they're going to play on. We'll see if they can pull off the same result. As we jump into the firing range for map number 3.
Taking Charlie. Enemy taking A.
And of course, it's going to be Cloud Fearless taking the point first. Let's just start the point. Let's just start the point generation first.
Enemy has Alpha. We lost
Big
the
two,
lead.
not too big of a deal, but we'll see if Cloud Fearless, let's see, they're already onto the B side. Zen knows that he's going to be overwhelmed, so he needs more members. But good swing from Shadow.
Taking the lead.
Taking out Zen and Yelpo. Be 40% capped by Cloud Fearless. Infinity able to take down the members of Cloud Fearless, but they still were not able to, you know, get the setback. That is pretty important. Anigila and Shadow, they take out the members of Infinity near that area, and yeah, just Zen trying to buy some time, but it just does not fall through. And this is Cloud Fearless way to get onto the side, but Infinity, no, they can play close range. They will just play from long range and go for the snipes. And that is good to stop Cloud Fearless, at least slow them down. But Cloud Fearless strikes back pretty hard. Speed getting that kill means that Cloud Fearless will definitely take over that B, and Infinity, they're trying to be cheeky, they're trying to sneak C away, but Cloud Fearless knows that. In fact, Cloud Fearless are doing their own maneuver. They're gonna get A. Oh, they almost got A. So close. Cloud Fearless able to reset. Now with 2 sides in their control, getting a couple of spray down. Cloud Fearless actually is gonna slowly start pulling ahead. Speed not able to survive that, and you can see what Cloud Fearless wants to do. It seems like Infinity wants to get C away. Predator missile actually misses. Oh, that is not good for Cloud Fearless, but thankfully they still shut down Zen. C gets taken away, but Cloud Fearless, look at where they are. Already on it. As they take A back, Infinity goes on to C, but Kid coming in with the combo. Trying to get more. Takes out Shadow, but takes himself out as well. Infinity caps B. And that is very important for Infinity, as they were able to utilize the space given to them. Yeah, well, a good spray down. Yapo looking for 2. Him and Kid together, working in tandem. It's getting so much ground as Infinity tries to go past A, but Zara is already dead. Doesn't matter though. Young just eliminates it, and Cloud Fearless, they might start losing some leads.
We're failing this mission.
And Infinity might be able to catch some of the points back. And now the ball is in Infinity's field. Cloud Fearless needs to do something, because this is going to be pretty tough for Spur. That's lose his life. And if you look at the map right now, Cloud Fearless, they are scrambling to take control of the map. But Infinity, they just not letting a single beat go. You know, they are playing mind games with Cloud Fearless.
Keep it up.
Finally taken back the lead. Take it. They fight to overtake Cloud Fearless. Cloud Fearless, they have to find a way, and Cloud Fearless, they are going onto the C.
Lost the lead. Be advised. Hostile
Trying to catch the C is important. Not able to do so though. It was so close. Even B as well does not feel like they can do so. But maybe now they can. They've able to boss on time for themselves. Shadow doing a really good job. All 3 points going over to Infinity.
enemy has C.
2 points kept for Cloud Fearless, but unfortunately they were not able to generate much scores from that, as the first half has already ended. So Infinity, because of their quick thinking and rotation, were able to garner some lead. Got a pretty decent lead, so Cloud Fearless now
Taking Alpha.
gotta find a way to get back into action. Cloud Fearless,
Enemy has
So this time it's a bit different. Infinity starting things off with the bang, and they're already rotating towards A. They are not holding back. Asmal though able to kick out 2, but he also goes down, and that's going to give Cloud Fearless some space to work with. In fact, they've already snuck on the C point. So Zen needs to stay alive for as long as possible, but he does not. Cloud Fearless gets a bit more ground. And if they can take steal away, this is going to be huge. A great sprayer from Yaopo to prevent the takeover. But it still doesn't matter. Cloud Fearless caps 2 points. But they might lose A though. They need to get back onto A. And A is already lost. It's a bit too late to the party. In Cloud Fearless, they focus on 2 points and they immediately lose theirs. And it feels like they are trapped in an impossible situation. And Infinity has them on the ropes. Kid! Can he let it? Oh, you can, of course, with the Bison. Of course he can. Cloud Fearless rotating back to A to try to take a bit of control of that area. And it's very important that Cloud Fearless takes control of that site right now. And they also need to neutralize B, and that is the challenge. Renee Asmal losing his life, that is not good. Cloud Fearless trying to neutralize B, but Yaopo from behind just offsets the A once more. It's making it a bit tough for Cloud Fearless to play around. See if they can push through once more. At least even if they don't get A, if they get B, that is good. And indeed, they get B. They get that B point. And now it's about holding out Kid again from behind it. Infinity, instead of taking Cloud Fearless head on, they just come in from the flank. Those flanks have been absolutely effective.
Enemy in sight.
Cloud Fearless should start slowly catching up if they keep B and C alive. Don't even need to contest too much. Yaopo again taking 2. Oh my goodness, Yaopo is so good. But Shadow and Asma will work in tandem to eliminate him, and Antigua also finds his Q as well. Cloud Fearless realizing how important the B side is, going to allow them to catch back up if they were able to make do of it. And they're doing just that. Yaopo is coming in with way down the QQ9, doing a lot of work, making a lot of progress. The Cloud Fearless, they're gonna lose B. Oh no! And that is bad. Young already found 2. So now, Cloud Fearless putting as much bodies as possible, but Kid from behind. Oh, just stopping that progress. Infinity just making it look, so close yet so far. This is tough for Cloud Fearless. How are they gonna try and catch back? The Predator missile again making life difficult for Cloud Fearless. Okay, the cap is dead, but Spur just sprays him down. Spur doing so much work. Cloud Fearless always make it so close, but Infinity just not giving a beat. They actually reset the entire B point. The time is running out for Cloud Fearless. They gotta make haste. They have to make haste, but it does not seem possible because Infinity just keeping them on the ropes. Cloud Fearless almost capping that B, but almost is not enough. You have to cap it completely. And I think Infinity got this. Just the constant mind games from Infinity, giving them the slow advantage. And Cloud Fearless knows that this is over. 146 with 2 points to control. Cloud Fearless needs to control all the points. They still need to get A, and there's just not enough time. Infinity just gonna run out the clock. And Infinity, 2 matches in a row, make a comeback against Cloud Fearless, and that's gonna put them on a series point. 2-1 advantage for Infinity. That's gonna conclude domination as we're gonna move on to hard point for game 4. And what a showing for Infinity. Just the way that they maneuvered the map, Cloud Fearless, they stack 5 men together, they try to be aggressive, they try to overwhelm Infinity with numbers, and Infinity just say, alright, we don't take your head on, we'll sneak the points away, we'll play on those flanks, and when you try to bomb rush the objectives, we just take you down from angles that you don't expect us to be in. So it now is frontal warfare in the form of Cloud Fearless versus guerrilla warfare in the form of Infinity. And what an interesting dynamic we have right here. And I'm loving this. But that was domination. Now moving back to hardpoint on Crossfire. We saw how Cloud Fearless take off with an 80-point lead. Now, can they do this again and win Hardpoint and take Crossfire and, you know, bring us to a game 5? Because with how things look so far in Infinity, you know, game 1 feels like a warm-up for Infinity. And after game 1, they're like, alright guys, we're ready. We're ready to take on Cloud Fearless for real at 100% capacity. And they're doing just that. So right now on Crossfire, the difference between this map and Takeoff is that Crossfire has a lot of, well, buildings. There's a lot of CQCs. Which, what we saw so far, CQC is in the favor of Cloud Fearless. Whereas Infinity, they prefer playing in a sneaky way. But when you are playing on Crossfire, it is hard to be sneaky unless you go for those flanks. So perhaps we can expect a lot of flanks from Infinity, and for Cloud Fearless, we're expecting them to probably just try and take on Infinity, head on. So that's gonna be Crossfire. And another thing is also, with how Infinity has been playing the game so far, I feel like Infinity has a great chance of winning this 3-1, because Cloud Fearless, you know, when you lose 2 games to this Infinity just out big braining you, you're gonna feel a bit, you know, in the mental side. So we'll see if Infinity will be able to keep up their momentum and continue the sneaky, also the very tactical gameplay. Whereas for Cloud Fearless, I think they need to switch it up a bit. You know, bomb rushing an objective with 4 men is a good idea, but if you keep trying to throw bodies at your opponents who are adapting, they are gonna find a way to obliterate you. And we saw, you know, they put up the I think Yaupo, you know, from Infinity. He realizes that, you know, Cloud Fearless likes to stick together, so he just pulls out a Gatling gun and annihilates them, and shreds them. So we're probably gonna see the same trajectory unless Infinity makes some changes. Oh, sorry, unless Cloud Fearless makes some changes to adjust to what Infinity, you know, has in store for Crossfire.
Hardpoint identified.
It's gonna be match number 4 between Infinity and Cloud Fearless, and of course Infinity looking to open things up, and that is not how you want to open things up.
Hardpoint lost.
It's going to be Infinity able to, on the red side, able to take over the hardpoint from the get-go.
We've taken the
I'm
lead.
loving what Infinity is doing. But again, great tracking, great spray. Infinity off to a great start. Again, just playing on this flank angle, you just don't know where Infinity are. They are constantly at the flank. Finally, the point has been neutralized. The hard point neutralized. You know, Cloud Fearless gets there. Bit of a contention from Infinity, but not enough. So this will give Cloud Fearless some space to work with. Zara does get the kill, but Yong trades back.
Hardpoint locked down.
Cloud Fearless gonna lock down a point. It seems like Infinity,
Target
they're just gonna prep for the next hard point. They don't mind giving a couple of extra points scores away, as long as they get control of the second hard point, you know, from the get-go. And I think Cloud Fearless knows this, so they're trying to get control as soon as possible, and they're doing that. Cloud Fearless overwhelming Infinity with sheer number, just like how they always play. But when you try to do that into tight angles, Infinity can catch you off guard with the close range weapon. And oh, Nazan, you gotta be a bit more accurate with that. Cloud Fearless getting control. Infinity, can they get in? It seems like it's hard, you know, on Crossfire if a team gets control of the site, it's almost impossible to push in, especially when you try to push into one stairwell. There's just no way. Infinity just trying their darnest to get there, but it just looks so tough. Cloud Fearless has got the site on lockdown. Maybe Infinity will just have to play for the third hardpoint at this rate. They do get a couple of kills. Infinity, they're already prepping the next hardpoint.
Hardpoint identified.
I think it's the best course of action right now. Stay Infinity
We've taken the lead.
kind of getting control right now, but they really immediately lost to Cloud Fearless. So Cloud Fearless, they are kind of winning now, at least for a bit. Infinity taking back the point. Can they hold on? They need to hold on. You can't just take the point and lose control immediately. Infinity a bit reckless on those maneuvers, and that is not looking good. Cloud Fearless gets back control once more. And once Cloud Fearless plants their foot down, you know it's pretty tough. Zara, oh no, they needed a bit more Infinity. They killed the members of Cloud Fearless, they you know, liberated the point, and now they're in. But just not for long. Just not for long. Infinity not able to stick the landing, unfortunately. They are getting picked off left, right, and center by Cloud Fearless.
Hardpoint identified.
You can't keep giving the point away. No, I think Infinity needs to start getting more scores in, because Cloud Fearless has a very huge speed. Zan getting flanked. Me in the contest is there. Great one for sure, taking out 2, but speed eliminates him. That's a trade back. Cloud Fearless still getting control of this point. Infinity feels like a repeat of game number 1, where Cloud Fearless are just better on the hard point, I guess. And just the Predator missile is making things even harder. Osmo doing so much work. Osmo continues to put those numbers on the board. Infinity, what's the point, or what's the plan right now? It seems like they are completely lost. Can they clear the sky at least for once? No, they can't. Osmo is still alive. And Cloud Fearless 130 points already. They're not going to be able to close out this match just off of this one hard point, but they are having such a massive lead that it feels impossible for Infinity to catch up, unless Infinity, Cloud Fearless drops the ball, and maybe this is over. It could be over. Infinity finally gets the point back, but Cloud Fearless will immediately contest that. And now Infinity, they need a miracle. They need a miracle hold. They need to hold at least 2 hard points for a long duration of time. But Cloud Fearless just says no. They get control immediately. They get control in a blink of an eye. They get the reset. Infinity gets control back. And Infinity needs to know that, Cloud Fearless, they are just 5 points away from closing out this game. Infinity, if they don't want a game 5, they need to not give an inch at all. And it seems like they are doing so. They're making good progress. Infinity holding on. 10 more seconds left. And they're getting those frags. Zen, they stay alive. Can they get a spray down? No, no. Oh, Cloud Fearless gets in. Oh, just 1 more second. So close. 149. 87. Zara is already there. And I think Cloud Fearless, they might have gotten this. The point unlocks right now, and Cloud Fearless gets onto it. They won. Infinity, they're gonna be the first one to death. Get there first. Holding on for 1 minute without dropping. It's going to be tough. Shadow is really contesting. See speed 3 on the side, but Infinity clears them out. So close. More neutralized once more. Infinity, you cannot take your foot off the stroll of that hard point. Asma coming in from the flank as well, and here comes the Goliath. Trying to spray through Infinity. Do they have a way to deal with this mech? And Cloud Fearless, they just stepped on the point. They just stepped on there. And Cloud Fearless, they've done it. They have done it to bring us to a game 5. And again, hard point just feels like Cloud Fearless the forte. They are on at game 5. And again, today it's a great day. We are going to see Hackney Yard once more. And Infinity, oh man, just unable to close things out. Cloud Fearless, Cloud Fearless just play like absolute Rambos. Just runs in. There's a guns down Infinity, not giving them any room to breathe. And this is what is fun about these two teams. Infinity, when you're looking at a team like Infinity, who likes those sneaky maneuvers, who likes to have multiple objectives to go for, Cloud Fearless just thrives in that situation, because all they have to do is to secure 1 hard point, and that's it. They don't have to worry about Infinity running around and messing the plans up. Whereas for Infinity, we already saw, they were not able to close things out. And man, they just gave too much ground to Cloud Fearless, I feel. So with that being said, we're gonna get a game 5 for sure. Back to Hackney Yard for Search and Destroy. Now, the Search and Destroy previously on the summit was taken away by Infinity, as they were able to wouldn't say outgun Cloud Fearless, but they were able to outsmart Cloud Fearless. So we'll see when it comes to Hackney Yard, with so many deliberate angles, can Infinity do that again? Can Infinity repeat the whole result of outsmarting Cloud Fearless? And can Infinity play when the bomb sites are in close angles, are in confined spaces? Because so far confined spaces has been Cloud Fearless's playground, and for Infinity they have yet to find a way to crack that code. They have yet to find a solution. So we talk about how Cloud Fearless should change up their playstyle, and they did. Well, not by a lot, but they made some adjustments. They made sure that they are more coordinated as a push when they push. So Infinity, they need to kind of adapt to it as well. They need to be a bit more tactical. They need to catch Cloud Fearless off like how they did in Domination, where those isolated angles can prove to be detrimental for Infinity, for Cloud Fearless. The Cloud Fearless were not paying attention.
The enemy has the bomb.
Here we go, Hackney Yard for the last round. Infinity on defense, Cloud Fearless on attack. Then pushes forward into 2. And able to trade 2 back. Infinity, what a aggressive maneuver. Cloud Fearless just down to 2 people, and I know Infinity just run head first into Cloud Fearless. And Yaupo, good angle, bringing Cloud Fearless down to just Zara. Bomb drop on site, and Infinity with the flank makes quick work of him. That's round 1, and that's what we've been talking about.
Destroy the objective. They have the bomb.
For Cloud Fearless, they go for a whoop. I was about to say they go for a united push, and Zara gets a good snipe. Shadow taking out 2 as well. Anjingila with the 3rd. Whoa, Infinity trying to use the same trick and run the Cloud Fearless, but this time Cloud Fearless is ready.
The bomb has been planted.
And Infinity kit, heavy get spray. That's 1. They need a bit more, but Cloud Fearless just stack on him.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready
So it's Cloud Fearless coming back to equalize the score. And Infinity,
Defend the
I know,
objectives.
I kind of just switch things up a bit. You can't just run at Cloud Fearless 2 times in a row. It's not gonna work. I think they're doing so. Infinity playing in such an aggressive manner. They go for 1-for-1 trade, 2-for-2. Okay, Yaupo trying to go for a 3rd. No, fails that. Cloud Fearless now gets the lead, and again Kid left alone in a 1 versus 3. Infinity kind of playing a bit recklessly there, and it is not paying off.
Planted.
The bomb planted, 40 seconds on the clock. Can Kid make something happen? Well, just start things up by taking out Zara. Cloud Fearless down to Asmo and Shadow as they are holding on to side, but Infinity, they are not left with much time. Kid does see Shadow, but he needs to make haste. Asmo is gonna play by the window. And the time is on their side. Kid, can he get those kills in? No, he can't. No, he cannot.
It's not over yet. Ready up.
Cloud Fearless takes the lead, and a very quick lead, in fact.
Defend the objective. They have the bomb.
Let's see if Infinity will switch things up. And yes, well, not Infinity, Cloud Fearless switches things up. They're gonna attack onto that A site. Infinity is blinded. Yeah, he's dead. This is what happens when you use the same trick in the boat. Shadow did get down. Infinity can come in for the flank. And it might work out. Cloud Fearless also trace back. And Infinity continues to try and catch Cloud Fearless off guard, and it seems to be the case. Asmal, oh, the drop shot from Zen. Nicely done. Anjing Gila is the last one left alive. Spur is searching for him. Bomb drop onto B, so Anjing Gila, it's not a bit, won't be able to sneak plant at A. We have to try and find a way to get to the bomb, but it is going to be a bit hard as Infinity has control of the entire bomb site. 55 seconds left, ample time to work with. As you can see again, Yaupo just playing those close angles. And he is going to swing by. actually sprays it down. Suddenly it becomes a bit more winnable for Cloud Fearless. Yeah. They have no idea what Anjingila is, and this is good for Cloud Fearless, but Infinity still needs to guard this point for 20 more seconds, and Anjingila starting to run out of time. There you go, he's gonna see 2, and 2 is just too much.
Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
A good attempt though from Cloud Fearless, but Infinity will equalize the scoreline.
Destroy the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
Last round of the first half. Let's see who's gonna take the lead at the end of this Cloud Fearless, and Infinity gonna meet up at A again. Once more, they trade 1 for 1 for trying to go for the spray, but not able to get any kills. Speed does though. Stelpo is going to immediately get some paybacks. Fur does is playing on the high ground. He might be able to see the members of Cloud Fearless, and yes he does. He's gonna see Shadow, ducks back away. Great maneuver from the side of Infinity. And Cloud Fearless down to just 1 guy. Speed is coming for Spur, but Spur just finishes him off.
Get ready for the next round.
Infinity taking back the lead, 3-2.
Destroy the objective.
You get a sight switch. Cloud Fearless now will have to attempt to defend against Infinity. We've seen Infinity using the same trick over and over again, but let's see if we save this time. It's gonna be straight out. Kid finding 1, 2, 3 kills. Cloud Fearless already down 3 members, but they were able to do the same to Infinity. This could be a 2 versus 1. Zara is the last person left. Coming from B, the bomb still dropped. Infinity has to retrieve it, and Zara can't play that long range. Oh, misses that first shot. And Infinity most likely will get the bomb planted. But Zara can still have an opportunity to turn this around if he flanks from behind, and that's the plan.
Bomb has been planted.
He sees Kid first. It's a bit too late on the trigger finger. Good snipe. No. It's gonna be Spur trying to look for the challenge. Spur not finding him just yet. Here comes the slide. Oh, great one from Zara. With the Renetti. Defuse will come through. Cloud Fearless getting the equalizer.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
Infinity dropping the ball. Will they go to B? Or are they gonna bomb rush A again? Let's see. Infinity, what's the plan? Seems like A is the plan once more. That's gonna give Cloud Fearless probably a lot of intel to work with. Zara is watching the flank and realizes that, well, Infinity is going to A again. Zan destroys Anjingila from the get-go. Infinity this time gets the bomb planted, so Cloud Fearless will have to go for the retake. With the full squad of Infinity still alive, this is not gonna be easy, for sure. Zara is patiently waiting for a prey. Cloud Fearless trying to go for a flank, but yeah, Speed finds Fur. That's gonna eliminate the flank watch from Infinity, but with 20 seconds left, Cloud Fearless, you gotta make it onto site right now. There's not much time. Cloud Fearless has to go for the execute. 50 more seconds on the clock. Time is not on their side. Speed's dropped by. It's gonna find 1. Infinity trace back 2. It'll be a 1 versus 2 situation, and this Cloud Fearless a bit too slow on the execution. Infinity will take back the lead.
Defend the objective. They have the bomb.
Cloud Fearless not able to stick the landing this time, and Infinity, of course, will go back to A site. They even get the pick up of Anjingila, so this is not going to be good for Cloud Fearless, but they are sending 3 guys to flank.
Bomb has been planted.
This can catch Infinity off guard if Infinity was not watching flank, but no, Zara catching off 1, that's a good start. Zen is dead. Speed also coming in from the side as well. They have Shadow from the main door, and they are overwhelming Infinity on the site. And that's gonna be it. Cloud Fearless equalizing the match.
Lost that round, but it's
4-4.
yet. Ready up.
So far, Infinity has not went to B at all, and of course, I feel like if you keep doing this, you know, like Cloud Fearless, they are just slowly adapting, and yeah, see Zara, just 2 in a row. She lines them up and knocks them down. Infinity down to just down to just 2 men. Cloud is feeling really confident. Then good peek, that's 1, but 1 is all she wrote.
I'm hurt. Target down.
And Young able to get a drop shot, but Cloud Fearless now puts themselves on that match point, on that series point. This could be grand finals point for Cloud Fearless. They just need one more round, one more good round.
Destroy the objective. We have the bomb.
And Infinity, will they make a change? It seems like no. It seems like they're just gonna go A again. Maybe not as aggressive as the past 11 rounds, but A still feels like their comfort zone. Infinity's gonna slow down a bit. Cloud Fearless will spread out. Let's see if they're gonna plant the bomb. Young does have it with him, but he's not doing it. Just tackle the Zara with the nade, but not enough to kill him off. And if you can't kill the enemy off, then it's just not good enough. It has to be a kill. Asma already took out Yaupo. Getting the flank from Cloud Fearless, just catching Infinity off guard. That's already 2 down. Then it's already dead. This kid takes out Zara. And now with Cloud Fearless slowly looming in to the site, Infinity can't really plant the spike. They don't have the space to do so, but they were able to take out 2 Kid, doing God's work. And Cloud Fearless down to just Asma.
The bomb has been planted.
Maybe Infinity can hold on after all. The bomb gets planted. And Asma needs to do a lot. Actively push in, so he sees 1. But Sphere will take him out, and Infinity puts us on deathmatch. And this is literally one last round, separating either teams from a grand final. Is it gonna be Cloud Fearless or Infinity? Infinity going for a full defense. Cloud Fearless is just gonna rush that A side, and Cloud Fearless already down 1. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far, and Sphere is able to take down his victim. Asphalt playing on a very tight angle, but Infinity! Oh, they wipe out 3. And this could be it. Zara completely alone. Cloud Fearless, Zara takes out Kid. That's a good start for Cloud Fearless. But he needs 2 more. And we have seen Zara clutch this out. We've seen him perform wonders. And if there's one time for it, this is the moment. Zara needs to pull out all the stops. I just have the leverage point.
Target's in sight.
That's the Sphere. Oh, this is the shot. Second one also goes wide. Has to relocate Zara. A lot of jitters right there. Zara peeking around the corner. Sphere hiding. I already see him, and yeah, that's it. Infinity. It came right down to the wire, but Infinity closes it out. And what a performance from both teams. Cloud Fearless, the aggressors, Infinity's the defenders. But Infinity able to win that final match and lock in that grand finals spot. They will be taking on the winner from the first best of 5, and unfortunately for Cloud Fearless, they will go down and play a third fourth placing match against Cartel. What can I say? You know, like compared to last week, this week for Waste of War is just way more intense. Last week there's a lot of 3-0, 3-0. I think the most we got was 4 games, but this week both semi-finals went to a full best of 5. Well, I can't wait to see what the grand finals will be like. You know, I'm expecting a best of 5 for sure. So congratulations to Infinity, excuse me, for finally making it through. You know, after such a back and forth, such a rocky ride. Cloud Fearless, well, they still have a chance to play and they're going to be playing Cartel in a third, fourth placing match. It will be happening off broadcast, as we will be setting our eyes on the grand finals. So we won't be able to see the third and fourth placement match, but if you guys want to know the result later on, you can always check out the ESL Play portal to find the numbers and see who walks away with the bronze medal and who came ever so close. And with that being said, one last best of 5 separates 2 teams from being crowned the grand champions for this week's Ways of War. We're gonna take a short break, and when we come back, it's the grand finals. One last best of 5 to find out who the champions will be.
big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. Rise up, it's no time to lay low. Turn dreams into cream, get your pesos. Turn those pesos into bankroll, and in no time get the cheese like queso. I used to be the first guy to procrastinate. I used to waste mad time in my mind state. Was like, I ain't got time for the grind, but you never be great without work, let it marinate. I'm waking up and thank God for a good day. I never worry what naysayers gon' say. I take my ideas, put them in the high gear. By the end of 5 years, now I'm getting dumb paid. I keep my mind on point, mental kung fu. Won't let nobody tell me what I can't do. I lace my shoes, I'm on the move, I paid my dues. I'm a winner, so I can't lose. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, cash out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. Yo, I'm trying to be a mogul. Have my own brand with my own logo. Make a grand entrance, escorted by Popo. You can call me CEO. Yo, I got dreams so big they obese. I'm trying to make cash money while I'm sleeping. Why it can't happen? No reason. All I gotta short, so I gotta get mine. I'ma grind to the finish line, homie, let's shine. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen.
I am the best at this, nah, you ain't gonna mess with this. Ever heard of what a veteran is? I work harder than most to be what the real is. Never stop training, cause I'm the best at this. I am the best at this, nah, you ain't gonna mess with this. Ever heard of what a veteran is? I work harder than most to be what the real is. Never stop training, cause I'm the best at this. The first is the last, and the last the first. I be the first one that aim squeezed, then I'm a burst. So what's your worth? Does your network? Listen closely to my next words. Also, you wanna be the best word. It's time for you to use your head first. Popeye, you better learn to get the leg work. Yeah, that's right, let's take them to the serpent. It's time to put the work in, you deserve it, don't deserve it. With human never been perfect. Not striving for perfection. See, that's the hidden lesson. Your feet should leave the surface. High five to heaven till your vision inverted. Free fall to feeling. Had to go to get it. Glass blown to ceiling. Hammered the bracelet. Heaven knows you're living. So you can never leave until you know the limit. Ask me if there is one. I tell you if you ever find a warp hole, then I am the best at this. Nah, you ain't gonna mess with this. Ever heard of what a veteran is? I work harder than most to be what the real is. Never stop training, cause I'm the best at this. I am the best at this. Nah, you ain't gonna mess with this. Ever heard of what a veteran is? I work harder than most to be what the real is. Never stop training, cause I'm the best at this. Yes, this is the Supreme King Kareem. Right over your head, double take, homie, you're dead. Swishing, don't let them catch you slipping. Pick up the cane, pimping, that's a permanent limp. You got to stay a villain, come here, man with them. Sit they don't like that, funny how you stay appealing as you hit them right back. The love and hate on the plate, choose whichever one you feeling. You know what it takes, then which one of them killing. Just turn it all around, flip it upside down. Your mind's a weapon of infinite creation, jot it down. Don't ever mind the seconds, time was the government sound. The riddle is the light, spoken into the now. So now you see the answer, the hardest part is how. You plan to do it all, something you should figure out. Cause if this whole world is a trip, then you better take off right now. Break the shit down. I am the best at this, nah, you ain't gonna mess with this. Ever heard of what a veteran is? I work harder than most to be what the real is. Never stop training, cause I'm the best at this. I am the best at this, nah, you ain't gonna mess with this. Ever heard of what a veteran is? I work harder than most to be what the real is. Never stop training, cause I'm the best at this. I am the best at this, nah, you ain't gonna mess with this. Ever heard of what a veteran is? I work harder than most to be what the real is. Never stop training, cause I'm the best at this.
Glance over my shoulder, I see him and her walking together. heart slow rips another tear. But that snake's got his eyes on every other pretty girl that struts on by. It don't even seem that it's fair. Now why can't she see that I'm the one that really loves her? And why can't she see the man that's inside? So why can't she see that no one else can love her like I do? Love her like I do.
Welcome back, soldiers and champions. It is time for the final best of 5 for Call of Duty Mobile Ways of Wars tournament. This is the grand finals, which means that we have a maximum of 5 more matches to crown our eventual champions for this week. I'm your commentator Husky, and I'll be bringing you guys through the entire journey and close out the final chapter of this amazing saga. We've seen the semi-finals early on, and every single one of the matches have been absolutely amazing. Both the semi-finals went to a full best of 5. And you know what better way to close it up? We're in the best of 5. Maybe we will get all 5 games again. But what we've learned from our grand finalists so far is that both we are kind of seeing the repetition of a team being the aggressors and a team being a bit more tactical. And this is what we probably will witness for the grand finals as we kick in between Gaijin and Infinity. And one final showdown to find out who is going to take the cake. And we've seen Gaijin being absolutely dominant on hardpoint, and Infinity have not been able to win a single hardpoint during their semifinals run against Cloud Fearless. Maybe they could try to turn it around. Gaijin will be the first one to get onto the hard point as expected. Myth with the ring around the rosy, taking on the members of Infinity, giving them a lot more space to work with, and that does allow Gaijin to start off on a good note. 15 points on the board, and so far Infinity have yet to be able to set foot onto the hard point. And it's a split second to generate a single point, but Gaijin just gets back on track. And we've seen what Infinity likes to do is that they will give away the hard point if they realize they can't fight it, and they will start to set up on the next hard point. But what Cloud Fearless has shown us is that they managed to overpower Infinity regardless. So maybe Gaijin would do the same to them. As Kid, oh, just a reload at a bad timing, but what a flick from Kid. Does get punished. Gaijin starting off 31-3 with a huge lead. The second hardpoint unlock is going to be Infinity being there on the case, but not for long. Because Gaijin is already there, and Gaijin is going to start cleaning things up, giving them control of the point, but Infinity won't make it back. Starting to rack up some of those points. But we know, the difference between these two teams is that Gaijin, Glowy, he is an expert, with the shotgun. CQC is his kind of his favorite. His play is his forte. Whereas for Infinity, it's all about these long range. Good spray down by Kid. As they take control of the point once more. The hard point now belonging to Infinity. It's Kid. It's going absolutely ham. Kid already 4 in a row. You get more though. There's still a bit more time until this hard point expires, and Gaijin will make use of the hard point. The killer drone does not, well, not really connecting, unfortunately. Bloom loses his life, but Mickey with a good shot. It's the deagle from Mickey. Looking the wrong angle, sure, just finish him off, but they're looking at Glowy again. This is close range weaponry, making it pretty deadly for Infinity to play against, especially when you try to go into this close range. Flash, needs to clear the flank, but it's just not able to do so. And And that's gonna give a bit of control over to Infinity. They concede the hard point. Infinity will now start to catch up in terms of score. Gaijin does get a bit of a contest there as Gaijin flash is in, but Infinity responds back. They were able to lock down the point. And that is good news for Infinity. They needed this lead. I think Gaijin can continue to do the same, and Gaijin started pouring in, but Kid is putting so much numbers on the board. Gaijin needs to stop him, and they finally do. But Infinity immediately just takes it back. 5 seconds left. Infinity looking to tie up the score, and it seems like that would be the case. Infinity's gonna end. The third hard point expires with Infinity getting a lead. It's Mickey with the pre-fire, not able to get anyone. Infinity already there to go for a contest, and oh, just suicide right there from both teams. Infinity wanting to get back on, and Kid just continuous spray from the Bison. Infinity Kid is so darn good, and he fights even more. Infinity now it's their turn to take control. Finally getting taken out, but there is a refrag over there. Gaijin kind of need to regroup a bit. Well, Infinity, once they've gotten the upper hand, they will hold on. As Infinity so far just getting a bit more territorial advantage. Then with the long range doesn't get the spray down. So that is good for Gaijin. Gaijin with all the members on the site should be able to hold down for an extended period of time. But they need to flush out Infinity though. But Infinity, what? They just walked in. They just walked onto the hard point. 10 point lead for Infinity as they look towards to get this next hard point. But Glowy again with the KRM 262. Doing a lot of work. And Bloom Sexius playing on, yep, get Splash. He loses his life, and Gaijin taking the point, looking for the lead. Good one from Kid. Oh, misses that one. The second one connects, and Infinity immediately reassumes control of that hard point. Gaijin, Glowy, Vitalis quickly splashed. Also on the case. A close one for a first round. Gaijin, this is the hard point that gave them a lot of advantage. They are looking to, continue to do so, but Infinity have kind of seen through their tricks and trades. Infinity will hit that 100 point. See the Gaijin is coming in with a flanking angle and able to flush on Infinity. It's not a stagger respawn though, so Infinity will come back in full force, but at least Gaijin will buy themselves a bit of time as they get just a minor lead, 111 to 102. This guy just gonna start the hard point off with control. Infinity wanting to come in, but Flash does have the flashbang ready. If Infinity shows up, they can actually just catch a bomb guy, and that's exactly what they do. The numbers do pay off. They do check out. Now Gaijin just needs to hold on for a bit more, but they lose control very quickly to Kid. Esper also getting sprayed down from the window. Unfortunately left for Infinity, there's enough members to hold on. Glowy coming in, 1, 2, looking for the third. That does not come through. So close yet so far. Infinity should be able to tie this up. Now it's Gaijin's turn to have the hands tied, and instantly they will make sure that they reassume control, reassert that presence on this hard point. 130 right now for Gaijin. And Infinity will be able to clock in an extra 3 points. One more hard point separates the teams between the first round. It's going to be Bloom Sexius. The good flank point does get unlocked finally. Gaijin gets onto sight of Flash. Oh, there's just one to pass by, but Flash. Oh, good angle. Just holding up Infinity. Flash needs one more drop shot from Zen, taking him out. Zen does get traded back, and Gaijin, they're almost there. 146 in the key, and now Gaijin, they just throw everything from their arsenal. And with one final push, Gaijin takes game number 1 on takeoff. What a good performance from Gaijin. And Infinity, they kind of polished a bit of their gameplay. They were able to figure out what Gaijin wants to do. Contrary to the 2 hard point matches that they lost against Cloud Fearless, I think Infinity have really figured out how to approach these situations. They're looking way better than they were during their semi-finals run. But Gaijin, just one final push, that one last hard point. They were able to assume control immediately and not let a single beat go. So it was definitely a good win, a hard-fought win for Gaijin, but you can see how close it got between these two teams. Now, these two teams, when it came down to, I think, Search and Destroy, Infinity has won the Search and Destroy. Gaijin has not won Gaijin, they lost, I think, the first Search and Destroy at Summit. So maybe this Infinity can use that to their advantage. But if Gaijin was watching the semi-finals between Infinity and Cloud Fearless, they might have an idea of what Infinity prefers to do during Search and Destroy. Especially on Summit and Hackney Yard, Infinity tends to execute and push onto the same side, which is a bit ill-advised because you are basically doing the same thing over and over again, and it does give the enemy teams time to react and respond to your movements. So that is something that I worry for Infinity. Whereas for Cloud Fearless, they have very good aggressiveness, but the Infinity can take Cloud Fearless down the same way that Cartel did it, which is basically just catch them off guard. And I think Infinity has the tools to make it happen. So I want to see if Infinity will be able to make up for, well, the lack of strategy with a bit more of a tactical advantage, in terms of them only knowing how to attack a single point on attack. But at least they need to spread out their defenses when they're on defense to get that kind of a lead against over Cloud Fearless if it's possible. And other than that, it all comes out to that mid side. Now Infinity, they hardly take control of that mid side, but Cloud Fearless do, and that's gonna probably make it a bit interesting, because we've seen Cloud Fearless play these close range, especially with Glowy and Bloom Sexius. Bloom is an insane sniper, whereas for Glowy, you give him that shotgun, he's gonna annihilate you, the KRM. So they have to really watch out for this dynamic duo from Gaijin. Whereas for Infinity, well, it all comes down to whether they can outsmart Gaijin when it comes to Summit in the Search and Destroy. And so far from the track record, it's always the team that mounts the defense, a good defense, a solid defense that wins out the round. So if Infinity can do that, then I don't doubt that they can take this away from Gaijin. But it's definitely not going to be easy though, because we've seen how Gaijin plays. We've seen how they consistently, be the aggressors, how they consistently get those long range shots off. And if you try to challenge them close range, they also have Glowy to supplement that. So it feels like Gaijin is kind of an all-rounder, an all-in-one package. Whereas for Infinity, they rely a bit more on those strategic advantage to take control of the round, especially when it comes to Search and Destroy. Is always about those split-second decisions that Infinity does. And so far, this decision has been rinse and repeat, but changed up a bit in how they set up the site. So maybe that is going to be the X factor that sets Infinity apart from Cloud Fearless on Search and Destroy. But the X factor for Cloud Fearless is definitely how Cloud Fearless takes those fights. They are not unlike Gaijin, not Cloud Fearless, Gaijin. How Gaijin takes those fights sets them apart from Cloud Fearless, because they are definitely not afraid to fight you head on. So if Gaijin gets those first few kills in, Infinity will find it pretty hard to get a footing back into the game, especially when we look at the Search and Destroy games that Infinity has played compared to Gaijin. Infinity actually didn't have too much of a bomb plan. It's more of them just buying time, trying to make rotations, trying to be sneaky, and going for all those kills. We hardly see the bomb plans on both the Search and Destroy maps that Infinity played on. Whereas for Gaijin, they always make sure that they get the bomb planted. So as an attacker, if you can get the bomb planted quickly, it really does give you that advantage. It really does allow you to have an edge, because time now becomes on now well, goes in your favor. But with that being said, it is it.
Defend
We're going
the
to summit
objectives.
for
Has the bomb.
match number 2 between Infinity and Gaijin. Gaijin now already has 1 match in the bag. Now they need 2 more. Gaijin on the attacking side. As Infinity will be on defense. Xiaopo doing his usual flanking route through that first floor.
Sniper down.
Might be called out though as Kid already took out the sniper. Bloom is out. That's a good start for Infinity. Gaijin playing pretty passive. I'm just testing the waters and seeing what Infinity is capable of. Glowy does take out Kid. That actually opens up the B side. But the bomb is with Mickey on the A side. Glowy with the second shot. And Mickey is doing a lot of control. Yaupo has to hide underneath the staircase. He might be able to get the kill in, but Flash pulls the trigger first. Gaijin playing a bit slow but methodical though. They are slowly dispatching the members of Infinity, and Yong is the only one left alive. He does take out Glowy, but Gaijin is going to get the bomb planted onto A site.
The bomb has been planted.
Let's see if Yong can clutch this out. He does have those long range advantage, those one-tap snipes. But Gaijin, they are just going to play those tight angles, and I think they saw him. I think Gaijin just saw him. So Yong, 22 seconds left. 3 members of Gaijin that he needs to go through, and he has no idea where they are. He's gonna run into Flash first, and he's not looking the right way. Now he does. Good slide. Flash takes the first round.
It's not over yet. Ready up.
That's a good one from Gaijin. Yes. Instead of the, just instead of the
They have the
just
bomb.
bang your head into the enemy. This methodical approach does allow Gaijin to slowly pick apart Infinity. Now is Infinity Young just playing on that A side. If he can get a snipe, and Yaupo does. Taking out Glowy once more. And Young with the second one onto Mickey.
Sniper down.
A good one. Flash does trade Young back, giving Gaijin a bit of a breathing room to work with, but Young is pushing him, and I know Flash. Can he take out Young though? Young just runs past him and blows him up. It's actually Yaupo.
The last one.
Gaijin falling apart at the seams. And Bloom just runs into his death.
Nice work. Get ready for
Infinity
the
with a
next
good
round.
round, with a good round for themselves as well.
Destroy the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
Let's see what the game plan for Gaijin is for round 3. So those snipes from Infinity has been on point. Bloom missing 2 shots in a row. And those 2 shots were really crucial, giving them the entry onto the site. And oh, that one is nice. What a flick from Blue. And laid a bit off the mark. Infinity trying to come in. Mickey takes out Yaupo, and Bloom. Good swing. Infinity down to 1. It's gonna be Young.
The bomb has been planted.
But last time it was a 1v3, and this time it's a 1v4. And just Bloom from long range to keep him alive. He is going to take you out. Gaijin taking that lead. 2-1.
Defend the objectives. They have the bomb.
Seems like B side is still the plan for Gaijin, as Young is gonna take point. The same exact angle where he was able to get a couple of pickups as Gaijin. They will send Myth to the A side. Kind of little bit. Young has already changed his location. Glowy again getting taken out. It's been having a rough game so far on Search and Destroy, being the first one to be eliminated every time the nades are coming through. But they do take outs first, so it's a 4v4 situation. The bomb is in that middle part. Myth might be able to get the flank out this time because Infinity, they have relinquished the A site. But Young with a snipe
Bomb has
onto
been
Bloom.
planted.
So that's gonna give Gaijin the information to plant the bomb at A. Now can they get the flank off? Flash gonna take out Young. That's a good cut through, but Kid trace back. Mickey already saw a good target, but he has no idea that he's gonna about to be overwhelmed. Oh, Mickey takes out 2. Oh, Mickey getting eliminated by Zan. It's gonna be a 1 versus 2 situation. The Myth is not gonna be able to stand up to that. Infinity ties up the score. 2-2.
Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
The final round of the first half
Destroy the objective.
on
The
Summit.
enemy has the bomb.
So far, Gaijin has not been able to find a definitive solution. What about those early gunfights? All about those early flat frags. All those locust shots can be deadly. Young watching the same angle again as Myth will aggressively try to push up onto the A side. And I think probably should do it, and Glow again getting taken out. Just not really having a good time, you know, on Summit. With very little intel to go on, Gaijin would need to try and make a call right now. They're trying to cut through mid, but it's still. But with Infinity, you know, like we said, one of the ways to take out Gaijin is just to play in a very safe manner. Just don't give Gaijin much information to work with, and take them out in those isolated gunfights. And this does take out Young's first down as well, as Gaijin picks them off at the flank. It's down to just Kid,
The bomb has been
the last man alive. Bomb is planted. 40 seconds left, and Bloom finishes him off. Gaijin ends the first half with a lead. That's a 3-2.
Destroy the objective. They have the bomb.
And now it's Gaijin's turn to be on the defending side. We'll see how Infinity goes for the push. Very fast rotations already, very fast maneuvers. Let's see if they've spotted out Sphere. Myth. Very quick on the flank. Gaijin will try to get some info, but Yong gets a good
Enemy
a good takeout. Myth on the flank, but he's not able to take out Zen. Oh, that is so bad for Gaijin. They needed that kill. Fur takes out Bloom. Suddenly it's the 2 versus 5.
Now, finish the mission.
Make it 1 versus 5. Mickey in a horrible spot.
The bomb has been planted.
He's gonna see Kid first. Okay, that's just 1 down. They need to get 4 more isolated fights, and I don't know if he can do it. He's gonna turn the corner, finds Fur. 25 seconds left. Bomb about to go on. Mickey sees the 3rd one, but Young
Nice work.
just
Get ready
blows
for the
his
next
head off.
round.
Infinity finding the equalizer once more, continuously keeping up with Gaijin. Gaijin takes a step, Infinity will do the same.
Defend the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
Now Gaijin getting the read right onto Infinity, but they need to stop getting picked off, especially Glowy, who has, you know, like not really having a good time. No, Infinity consistently just sniffing him out. Mickey surviving that, which is definitely very important. As for this time on the flank, not gonna work out. Bloom just obliterates him. Glowy also finds the 2nd one. Mickey with the 3rd on the Kid. This time the patience pays off for Gaijin. Bomb is right in front of the B side, and Gaijin and Infinity have to retrieve it. Yaupo might have been spotted. And him and Young are the only 2 alive. Young playing at long range. Yaupo comes out, misses the shots.
I'm hurt.
It's not the time to miss those bullets. Gaijin with a clean round to take back the lead. 4-3 is the score right now.
Destroy the objective. They have the bomb.
I see Infinity going to try B again. Oh, and that flash piece completely bounces off his teammate Young. A bit of unfortunate situation. He does have the control of the warehouse, the mid side, the connector side. Bomb is still close to be myth. Good pick off. The flank works out this time. Bloom takes out Young with Deke. Hessler will take out Sexius. Bloom Sexius. Does run into a secondary member Flash, but he's gonna realize that he's left all alone against Gaijin. Wants to retrieve the bomb, but Gaijin knows where he is, and it's a 1-3 situation. Not gonna work out. Mickey from the low ground will put Gaijin on that match point. Infinity, will they make a change?
The enemy has the bomb.
Will they finally go to A? The answer is, I don't think so. So Infinity continues to go onto that B site. Very quick push on the Fur. And oh, Zoe did not see him. Fur finds a second. Maybe this aggressive push will work out. Fur, Bloom, that's catch Fur. Infinity down to just 2. But Gaijin is the same as well. Yeah, Wolvie did flash out. Doesn't find anyone but missees him. And Infinity with the bomb, still playing around spawn. Close to that A site, at least. But they are thinking about backtracking onto B. And Gaijin, they are reading this pretty accurately. But with so little movement from Infinity and practically no information, Gaijin, they're gonna start second guessing that. But perhaps watching onto A is going to be the right call, because Infinity, they are gonna walk onto A, and Gaijin, there's the Locust, they have someone watching. Mickey is pretty ready for any movement. Myth is nearby as well, and Myth finds a good shot onto Yaopo. Bomb is planted, but they can now come in with a double swing. It's gonna be hard for Young to hold on. They see where he is, and they're just gonna swing him. Gaijin get the defuse off, and that's the beginning. Gaijin will
Bomb
win.
defused.
Search and destroy 6-3, and they will be on series point. So far, leading 2-0. An impressive performance from Gaijin. It was pretty close from the get-go. We got a 3-3. And Gaijin just completely took over, figuring out how Infinity plays, and they just took that chapter out of the book and tear it apart. So now Gaijin stands on a 2-0 lead in this best of 5, and they just need one more to be able to call themselves champions of Ways of Wars for this week at least, and walk away with the 5,000 CP. But next up, we have Domination on Firing Range. Domination was a map that Firing Range was a map on Domination that we saw Infinity pull out a lot of stops. They were able to outwit their opponent, Cloud Fearless, by running circles around them, holding those tight angles. And the question is, can they do the same against Gaijin? And if Gaijin did watch the semifinals, they will know that this is a completely different that Infinity might pull this trick off, and no, they can be prepared for this. So I really am excited to see if Gaijin can stop Infinity in his tracks, or see if Infinity will again run circles around Gaijin's heads and sneak those objectives away when Gaijin is too focused on too tunnel vision on one of the points, because that's what they do against Cloud Fearless. That eventually gave them the win. They just completely outmaneuvered Cloud Fearless, and maneuvering Domination on Firing Range was something that we didn't talk much about, because even though it's very hard to capture a point alone because of the instant respawn, you can use that information to outmaneuver your opponents, and Infinity has shown us that. Now it is up to Gaijin to find a way to counteract that, and Gaijin just have to give them props. Even though they came off as a very aggressive team, a team that just goes in guns blazing, they were able to be tactical as well. We are seeing how Gaijin slowly play the game in a patient and disciplined manner, kind of like what Infinity has been showing so far. So this could be a very rough one for Infinity as we jump in to domination. This is firing range, and Infinity, they need to win this match. They need to win this match to have a chance to stay in the grand finals. Whereas for Gaijin, if they win this, it's gonna be a championship match for them. And right off the bat, we're gonna see the equal distribution. Infinity and Gaijin both taking 1 point each. And now see how Infinity wants to navigate this. Gaijin, they are trying to take control of that B, but Infinity somehow overwhelming Gaijin. But we see Chloe on the southern side, actually taking out 2 guys. That's gonna reset Infinity's momentum and allow Gaijin to at least get close towards the B side, but thankfully Infinity were able to clear things off. Spur and Zen, they work in tandem. Oh, right before the cap, Gaijin takes them out. But Gaijin needs to put some pressure to reset that though. They need to kind of make sure that Infinity doesn't get on and cap it. And that's exactly what Gaijin is doing so far. Doing a really good job. Gaijin's gonna sneak C away. Kinda still a reset. Glowy waiting in this angle. Bloom and Mickey being the cover, doing a good job. But, oh, Slur and Yelpo, they both catch Gaijin off guard. And now Infinity, they're gonna cap B, for sure. So Infinity now kind of has the lead. Gaijin needs to find a way to get there and reset the point, or at least sneak it away. Okay, good swing, just good spray down. And this is what Infinity is good at on domination, just outmaneuvering their opponents. They did the same to Cloud Fearless and they're doing the same to Gaijin. Gaijin seemingly not able to kind of find a footing. They need to win these fights. No, they can't let Infinity consistently take you out, and Gaijin slowly but surely getting a bit of control onto both B and A. But it's not sufficient. Getting the cap, getting progress on the cap is not enough. You need to cap the point. They might be able to do so, and yes they did. Finally, Gaijin caps it. But in the meantime, Infinity got onto C. That's gonna draw Gaijin away temporarily. But thankfully, Infinity were not able to make much progress, and Gaijin should be able to reset that. Zen coming in from the end, but from behind, does get the kill onto Bloom, but Flash will instantly straight back now. Flash is in a very advantageous position. He can get a flank off, and yes he does. What a good pick off from Flash. To alleviate a bit of pressure, he does die, but Gaijin has got a solid control over both B and C. He got Predator Missile. Oh, it doesn't hit. Oh, actually it does. Kills off Spur. And Gaijin just off of that those few good gunfights takes away both points.
Keep on them. We're winning this one. We lost
Now
the lead.
20 more points until Gaijin ends the first half. Infinity really trying to make a dent, but you can see that they can't even get close to Gaijin. Gaijin has already figured out how to deal with Infinity. Better whether Gaijin will go for the try and cap the 3rd point and not give Infinity anything to work with, as the kill feed just lights up all in Gaijin's favor. Infinity losing a lot of grip. Gaijin just outwitting them. Bloom getting fine. One great edge shot, spray down onto the second. As long as Bloom stays alive on this area, Infinity has no chance of getting in, and it seems like it's gonna be it. Gaijin closes out the first half.
Get ready for the next round.
75 to 61. It's not too big of a gap. Infinity can definitely catch back up. Just one more half. Just one more half. 5 more minutes. We'll decide whether Gaijin walks away with a 3-0 victory or whether Infinity, stays alive and pushes us to a game 4.
Enemy taking B. Enemy has Charlie.
Gaijin's gonna cap the point first to generate a bit of a score advantage, and they already made it onto B. Infinity needs to stop Gaijin from doing so, and good spray down from Zen and Kid to force that staggered respawn from Gaijin. But Gaijin, they are changing up their strat. They actually play really smart. They know that Infinity likes to flank, so Gaijin is securing the flanks first, getting those kills on the flank before they go onto the capture point. And it has been working out miraculously because they cleared the flank multiple times. Now they can casually just walk onto the B side and start capping it.
Enemy has Bravo.
And they really got it. Just like that, they've got the B side. Quickest cap of 2 sides we've seen. And Infinity just cannot find a way in. Oh, Mickey
Taking the lead.
closes up that fight. Myth also putting bodies into the ground.
Enemy
And
down.
Gaijin, they are not getting anything done at all. Just look at the map, this is the distribution. Completely in Gaijin's favor. And Myth still left unchecked on the flank. And he has not been flushed out. He has not been killed.
Be advised, hostile
Infinity
sentry
letting
spotted.
Myth run rampant on that flank is really costing them.
Losing B.
And Myth just knowing how to maneuver, making sure that wherever he goes, he gets the flank off, and a full wipe as well onto Infinity. If Gaijin is starting to run away, the Predator missile as well, connecting on the crucial targets. Bloom, great long shot. Gaijin think he's gonna run into his death, but does it matter? It's not too much, at least not for now. As Infinity continues to lose control. Not even able to get much onto the B side. Oh, Glowy, gotta land us. Just one more. Yes, he does. And Gaijin not being greedy, not really going for the for a site.
Almost complete. Keep it up. Losing C.
Well, now they're gonna go for it, but they're comfortable. They're fine with going for it. As long as they have 2 sites within the control, it's good. But now they have 3 sites. They do lose C, but still they have that advantage. And Gaijin, they are so close. 137, 139. Infinity running out of time.
Losing Charlie.
And I think this could be it. Infinity, if they can't cap all 3 sides, it's one they're not gonna have a chance. They do get 2, but even then, Gaijin can just leave them be. But Gaijin wants a convincing victory, and Infinity just way too far away. The marathon has reached its end, and Gaijin, they're about to cross the finishing line. 2 more points, and Flash just goes in with 2 Deagle kills. And this is it. Congratulations, Gaijin. They are your Ways of Wars Call of Duty mobile tournament grand champions. And what a fashion as well. They fought tooth and nail with Cartel in the semifinals. It went all the way to 5 games, but in the grand finals, up against Infinity, they close it out with a clean 3-0 sweep. And even though it's a 3-0, it's a hard-fought one. They went all the way for hard point on takeoff. They went all the way for Summit and Search and Destroy. And Domination was where Gaijin finally put the nail in the coffin and solidified themselves as the best team right now in the community. So congratulations to Gaijin. They are walking away with 5,000 CP. But for Infinity, they will have at least 4,000 CP. So these are the champions, Gaijin, for Ways of Wars number 3. Undisputed best team right now for this week, and it's just amazing performance. Overall, all-in-one package in this entire team. Especially you have Bloom, Flash, you have Glowy, and all of these guys. Just I'm speechless. They're just that good. So Gaijin is gonna be our grand champions, and of course for Infinity, they're gonna be our 2nd place. But of course, we still have the 3rd, 4th placing that is yet to come. It's gonna put you guys on hold for a while. We probably would be able to see the results. Now, with that being said, let's do a quick recap of what has happened today. We had 3 best of 5s. The semifinals, we started off with Gaijin taking on Cartel. It went to a full best of 5. Gaijin came out on top 3-2. 2nd best of 5, we have Cloud Fearless taking on Infinity. Infinity came out on top as the series went all the way as well, the long stretch. 3-2 in favor of Infinity. Came down to the grand finals between Gaijin and Infinity, and Gaijin closed out with the 3-0. Now the 3rd, 4th placing match is happening concurrently off stream between Cloud Fearless and Cartel. We will know the results very soon. But just to give a fresh recap to everyone out there, regardless of what placement these teams get by the end of the day, they still walk away with some prize. And here we go, is the final standings. Gaijin will be your grand champions, followed by Infinity, the silver medalist. Cloud Fearless closes things out against Cartel in 3rd place, and Cartel will be in 4th place. And that's it. All your winners all lined up on the respective pedestal. Gaijin is gonna walk away 5,000 Infinity with 4,000 CP. Cloud Fearless walks away with 3,000 CP, and Cartel, even though they are in 4th place, even though they were not able to make it further, they were able to get at least a total of 2,000 CP to close out the night. And what a night it has been, you know. Waste of War 2 was intense, but Waste of War number 3 was even better. And no, the night has come to an end, and what a perfect way to close out this evening. These are all our results. Congratulations once more to Gaijin for becoming the grand champions of the 3rd Waste of War for the Call of Duty Mobile tournament. And with that being said, on behalf of everyone behind the scenes, from production to league ops to admins and everyone in between, I would like to bid you guys good night, goodbye. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Nice on nice, ayy. I couldn't take it, missed the chance, I missed the flight, ayy. Got too damn wasted, pick a poison, pick a vice, ayy. I probably tasted, made mistakes, I made them twice, ayy. Nothing was sacred, I was raging. Told my old girl I got new girl, she ain't basic. Pay for the Uber to come scoop her, I'm not tasteless. Might throw some money, cause Ben Franklin making faces. Poker faces, a disgrace, they know I'm aces. I want a girl so hot the internet can't take it. That girl might break it, yeah, she might break it. I want a girl so bad I go blind when she naked. She just might make it, and I just. And all I wanna do is pick my head up, trying to grow some wings to get my feet off the ground. All I wanna do is pick my head up, trying to grow some wings to get my feet off the ground. I was just raging again.